don't know what's happening. It's happening. It's
No,
always.
it's not gonna control it. Control it.
Heated Rivalry has taken the world by storm. I mean, we spent 5 weeks laughing, giggling, and crying together. Y'all saw me each and every week because of these fictional characters. The way that Shane and Ilya just rewired my brain chemistry. I had to discuss this with somebody, so I enlisted the help of a special guest to discuss the whole season.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing today? My name is Chu. I stumbled upon her video for Heated Rivalry episode 1. I watched your first reaction and I was like, oh wow, she gets me. Like everything that I said watching my own video or
Same.
that was on my mind, she was saying it. I was like, oh, we see each other.
Wait, can we talk
And
about that? Because I watched your episode 1 reaction too, and the way that we said the same things at the same time, I said, now wait a second. Who is this man?
I had to
Who are
subscribe
you?
immediately. I
Right there.
subscribed immediately.
You've been watching us for the last 5 weeks be absolutely feral about Heated Rivalry. So when Heated Rivalry, I cannot say that word. Can you say Heated Rivalry?
He,
I
he,
can't say that word.
Heated
Like
Rivalry.
Heated Rivalry. I have to think real proper about it. When I'm just talking, it's like Heated Rivalry.
Wait,
But
if you
it's
don't mind, if you don't mind me asking, like, are you like Texan?
I'm from Georgia.
Georgia,
Mind
okay,
you, my parents are from the north, so they don't have any
okay.
accent. Me, I don't have an accent either, but like when I get down with it, honey, I get down with it. So I don't know where that comes from, but like I generally don't have an accent.
Oh,
So
I'm
I'm from.
Nigerian. My accent is
Mhm.
thick, but I stay in Canada.
So you are Canadian, because
Yes.
when you were, he said yes. Well, yes, Canada. Oh, Canada. So you are the person I need to be thanking for your tax dollars going to Heated Rivalry.
Yes, well, yes, exactly.
Thank you.
And for once, I'm proud of being Canadian because my
Mhm.
country finally gave us something worth being proud of. Because I'm not proud of Drake. I'm proud of Heated Rivalry. I'll tell you that much.
You said your PR has been down for a year,
Yes.
almost two. So Heated
Yes.
Rivalry, y'all are up. And Hudson is half Canadian too. Y'all are up.
We're up. And I was so upset because I didn't know they did the TV show premiere for Heated Rivalry
Mhm.
and I was meant to go, but I was like,
Really?
yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to go because I felt like it was low budget and but I was so wrong. I
Wait,
was
how did you know about it? And then did they
my
invite you
friend, no,
or
my friend had a
okay.
plus one. My friend was the one that
Oh.
made me watch the show because she has read the
Oh,
book.
that's who you were shouting out.
Yes,
Okay, okay. Because
yes.
you kept saying
Why did
my
you do
friend.
actually watch my videos? Oh, that's
You
great.
think I was lying? Can
That's
y'all get
great.
him? I don't I might be funny, but I won't tell you a lie, okay? I do not lie. When I say that I genuinely
She's
enjoy watching you, I
that is crazy.
do.
She's the one that made me get into Hit a Rivalry. She said I should react to it.
Hmm.
Especially it was meant to be on Crave only, not
Yeah.
HBO Max.
Everyone, when the trailer came out, I watched it. It was like a month before it actually premiered, so I technically forgot everything about it. I just knew
Yeah.
that in the back of my mind, you need to watch Heated Rivalry. You see
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Hit
I
the
can't say
Rivalry.
that
Yes.
word. I need to watch HR when it comes out in on Thanksgiving. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's what I remembered, but I don't remember anything about the trailer. I just knew that it was going to be something that I want to watch. And people were saying that it was only going to be on Crave. I was like, girl, how am I going to watch this? When I was reacting to it, I was like, what the hell have I got myself into?
Same here. And I
I
was
was
like,
like,
whoa.
oh, this is what we're
Oh,
doing.
like they went there. They
Right.
went there. They didn't like make it PG-13. We'll talk about
No.
everything,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like they
yeah.
went there. Oh,
Oh,
that
mind
show.
you, the way
Ah,
that we talk, hold on, let's make a PSA. The way that we talk is around in circles. We go from one topic to another. So y'all just bear with us.
please.
Like this is a conversation.
Here's a
We go with the
conversation.
flow here, okay? There's nothing gonna be anything linear. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to talk about the episodes in sequence because I feel
Yeah,
like our brains don't work like that. It was gonna get me sitting here thinking about everything that's in my head and saying it out loud to you, and then us laughing and us joking about it.
exactly. So we're
That's
just
it.
having a conversation,
Yeah.
and it's just like two friends having a conversation. It's not
Hmm.
that. It's serious, but not that serious. I've rewatched it so many times, but especially episode 5, but we'll talk about it. So
Stop.
let's
Why you
just
dangle? You shouldn't have dangled that in my face because like now I want to talk about it. Episode 5, I was rewatching it last night. It's literally my favorite episode. I thought, okay, I love the cottage, right? And I thought it was gonna blow episode 5 out the water, but then when I was rewatching it, I was like, oh, episode 5, you got it.
Episode. That's okay. Let's
Episode
start
5.
on. I think we start on episode
We
one, I
start.
guess.
Oh, I was gonna say, should we start at episode 5? But you said go to
Okay.
1.
But let's save like the best. God, there's so many good episodes actually.
There's like
Let's
so
save
many
the
good
best.
parts that like,
Yes.
and
So
it's
how
like I
do we
also
start?
want to talk about the character. I don't know how to start. I want to talk about the characters too, because like Ilya, I love you down. I know that was like I didn't quite always understand where he was coming, and I was always talking to him, like giving him a stern little talking to. But please
Yes.
know, that is my baby. I know my baby.
Oh no, we
Same with
love Ilya.
Shane. Like I
We love
know,
Shane.
you don't understand. I know them, okay? Like whenever I was reacting to it, people would be like, "Give Ilya a chance." Like I know them. I understand
No, but
exactly where
no,
they're
but
coming
Ilya,
from.
I'm not gonna lie. The first two episodes, he was so toxic, to be
Hmm.
honest. And I completely understand because of the whole Russia thing, his family. He was just toxic, and I'm not gonna lie, he got me because I love toxic love. I mean, not like punching. No, no.
For ourselves,
Yes.
not for
No.
ourselves, but like in books and TV
In books.
shows and
Well,
movies.
I would say for myself.
Oh, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
I mean, I'm an Aries, so you should know that like I'm
Oh,
not
you
toxic.
like the heatedness of romance. I see.
Okay, let's just
Okay. Maybe we should
yeah,
start episode 1 because like what are we doing? I
yeah.
don't even know. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
let's start episode one.
How did you feel going into episode 1? Like what were you expecting? Because I know I wasn't expecting any of that. And I know you've already said that, but like let me know. What were you feeling?
What was I feeling? So I wasn't expecting anything. I heard the name Heated Rivalry, but it never stumbled upon it was after like episode four that I understood why it was called Heated Rivalry. I didn't know it.
Wait, stop right there.
I'm serious.
We barely saw the rivalry, right? Is that just like
Yes.
not me? Because I feel like the media pushed it a lot. We got more
Yes.
of the announcer talking about the rivalry than we did them
Yes.
actually feeling a rivalry.
Feeling
Because when
yes.
the first episode came out, I was like, oh, we're already meeting. And like Shane is going up to Ilya and being like,
It
hi, how
was
are you?
it was
I
like
love
quick.
I love your hockey game. So I was
Yes.
like, oh, it wasn't much of a rivalry to me. It was just two strangers saying hi. We're the
Yeah.
same age, we're in the same draft class. Hello, how are you? Let me introduce myself.
Exactly. I was wondering what trope does this fall under? Is it like it wasn't like an enemies to lovers trope?
Hmm.
It wasn't like friends to lovers
It was like strangers to hookup buddies to
to
lovers.
love. Perfect.
It wasn't it
Mhm.
wasn't like everything about the show was heated, but the rivalry was not. Because I didn't feel like they ever hated each other. Even
No.
when they kept saying that Ilya's an asshole, I'm like,
Where?
yeah.
Like
And then we
where?
finally saw it sort of in episode 3 with Scott when they were on the ice and Ilya was like chirping at him from across the way after Scott lost. So it's like, oh, okay. So this is like where he's an asshole hat on the ice where it's kind of accepted to be very competitive and shit talk basically.
Yes.
But off the ice, I'm like, Ilya is not that.
No, Ilya is
So
sweet.
where does the rivalry come
Yeah.
from?
I think the rivalry comes from the audience and the media. But yeah, going into episode one, I didn't know what I was expecting. I thought it was gonna be, I don't know. I was expecting them. I didn't think they were going to fuck that hard. That's all I would say. I wasn't expecting them to have the sex was crazy. I thought it would just be like typical. Like, have you seen Heartstopper?
Mm-mm, I haven't. I know
I
it's
thought
like
it'd be like,
really sweet and wholesome though.
yeah, I thought it'd be like Heartstopper or Young Royals. They
Hmm.
won't really show like, but oh my God, oh my
Should we just
God.
like pause for our innocent minds on Thanksgiving? Well, it was my Thanksgiving. I know Thanksgiving for Canada
No,
is
yeah,
different.
Canadian Thanksgiving is October. I
Hmm.
don't.
It don't
Yeah.
even matter for America, but I keep saying Thanksgiving as the premiere date. I think it was like the 28th or something. But like I said, can we pause and just remember how innocent we were? And it's not even that I don't watch stuff like this or I don't read stuff like this. It was just seeing it, you know?
Seeing it.
And how much chemistry they have. There's like shows that go there and you're like, okay, but the chemistry isn't there. It's really lacking, but
The
it was there
chemistry.
off the
I've
bat.
the chemistry to me, I felt like the spark from when they were like in the gym and they were just working out using the bicycle,
Yeah.
whatever. And I was like, how do you make working out look so sexy
Yeah.
and how do I explain it?
Sensual. It was
Sensual.
the breathing. Why were their breaths in sync? I said, why are your feet in sync?
Why?
I said, why?
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 Then
Y'all are
Ilya,
supposed to hate
then
each other, first of all.
do you understand?
I thought you would have walked out. Like, I hate you, right? I see my arch rival, my nemesis. I hate you so much, I want to slit your throat. Like, not that, not that
Not
far.
that.
Not that. After I said it, I was like, girl, too far.
Doesn't go too far. Then Shane
Anyway,
asks, I think Shane asked Ilya for like his water.
no,
Then
no, 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 no. Ilya, he did this. Can you see my hand? He
yes.
did like
Oh,
this.
oh yes, 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 yes. Oh, I can't even remember.
He
Yes.
dangled it in front of him, like, you want?
You want?
Shane didn't want, but then Ilya, he reached out even more and was like, grab. And Shane said, okay.
Did the hands touch?
Oh, honey, they grazed.
I'm such a
And
sucker for
Ilya
hands.
made sure to get that
Yes.
hand contact. That's what I knew. That's what I knew that Ilya was gonna be like the one initiating things. But
Yeah.
when I knew that Shane was gonna be down for everything is when Shane was drinking, right? And they kept panning to Ilya's throat and stuff. And at first I was like, why are we like what are we looking at here? Ilya said, and Shane said, you right. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. So that's what I knew, like what their dynamic was gonna be. And Shane, he protests so much, but he's a freak.
If
He's a freaky frog. He's down for anything, but he has to be like, no, I
Shane
don't want to.
is a submissive freaky bottom. Like I don't even
Can we talk about how many times that man dropped to his knees over 6 hours of footage? In my last in episode 6, I was like, oh, look at Shane. He's where he wants to be. His favorite spot.
a true submissive. Like I love it. I love it. And let's not even get into okay, after the gym scene,
Oh, we're at the
then we
gym. Sorry. Yeah.
yes,
What
then
what was going on in the gym? Right. You guys saw that pause, right? We were like reminiscing.
oh,
Back to the gym. Yeah. The gym. Right. Okay.
then the toilet scene is what gagged me. The bedroom scene
hmm
when they showed Ilya's butt. No, they showed Shane's butt first.
hmm
I was like, whoa, okay, he got cakes.
hmm
Then they showed Ilya. I was like, damn, what do I do with all this ass on a Tuesday afternoon? Like, what?
I literally went like this. I said, "Wow." I had to block my view because it was just too much, and I didn't realize that we were about to see all that. Because usually, the shot stays up here, like ass down here,
Yes.
shot is up here. You don't see any of that. So when they
No,
pan down, I said, "Wow."
when they pan down. And did you notice when it's did you notice when he was
Get it out.
choking? When he was choking, like how do I explain it? He was going all the way down. Like, he said 9 inches. He said 9 inches.
Right.
Then I noticed
And
that
we,
he was actually going all the way down. I was like, oh,
now that you mention it, yeah, the hand was going like all the way over here and then all the way back. Like, I was like, I know they have to simulate what's going on, right? But
yeah.
it was like a long minute to get there.
It was a lot.
And then to come all the way back. So I was like, oh, okay. Like maybe maybe there was a misunderstanding, but no, I
So
was misunderstanding.
would you say Ilya kind of made the first move because he looked at Shane?
Mm,
She said, I'm
it's
finding
like
it.
I am finding it because like for all that Shane protests, I feel like he was given the signs, right?
Hmm.
First, only because he went up to Ilya, he introduced himself, says, "Hi, I like your hockey." Then we saw them again when they got drafted, and Shane was already looking at him. But I don't know if Ilya was already there staring. Maybe Ilya was already staring. I don't
Okay, I
know.
think
I feel like it was very mutual.
yeah, it was mutual, but I
Yeah,
think the person that decided that okay, let's just do it
was
was
it was
Ilya.
Ilya.
Yeah, because
Because he was picking up the signs.
yes, she was
Yes.
picking up the
He was
signs.
receiving the signs and he
Yes,
took action about the signs.
action
I see what you're trying
exactly.
to get at. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Because
yeah.
yeah, it was the whole bedroom scene when he was choking and he looked at Shane and then Shane was like, "Not here." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
But then my favorite
okay."
part was Shane was looking the whole time, right? And then like, things start happening in his undercarriage. Ilya noticed and he went,
How did you even notice? I can't remember.
they were both looking at each other for at least 30 seconds. They were just looking. Ilya always comes and get right next to Shane. That was my
Yes,
favorite thing. Ilya just pursued him, I felt like. And even though, like, yeah, it was all sexual in the beginning, I always saw the spark. I
oh
always
yes,
saw the romantic spark.
definitely,
And, like, I
yes,
don't know if I was forcing it as a non-book reader because they were strangers, but it always felt so intimate between them. I don't
yes.
see the rivalry too much. I see two players in the same league intrigued about each other, intrigued so much to where they fell in love at first sight. That's like my interpretation of it. I know it's different in the books because they go into more detail, but
Yeah,
that's what I saw in the show because there was always some type of connection and synergy between them. Always. It never felt awkward.
that's it. There were never really rivalries, like you said.
No.
They're just strangers who ended up like making out, hooking up, and becoming friends,
Hmm.
then lovers, then
Also, who's not to say
soulmates.
that they didn't know about each other before they met?
True.
The way that Ilya was always stalking Shane and Shane was equally as stalkerish-y. They
Yes.
kept up with each other. So I want to know how long they've kept up with each other for. Now
Another
that would be interesting.
another thing that like really I didn't really get one until later was like the time frame. They met each other like 2008.
Hmm.
That means they were like in a situationship for like 8 years, 8 or 9 years, 2017. That is crazy.
About about 10 years. Like almost
About
about.
10
I think the show
years.
ended at 2017. But they were in situationship for more than that. Like long
Yes.
like okay, let's paint the picture, right? 2008. I was 10. I was in elementary school. Okay, in 2008, right? They first hooked up in 2012, I think it was. I
Yes.
was in high school. They finally said, I love you. No, 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 not even I love you. No, no, no. They finally realized that they liked each other more. One Direction disbanded. They finally got together. This is my markers. They finally got together in 2016. I graduated high school. Like, what
It's,
is this timeline?
the timeline was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And then in episode one, I needed them to give me dates. I can't do this
Fall,
fall,
spring, fall,
next
yes.
fall,
That
next
was so
spring. I said, where
confusing.
are the dates? You want me to do? I don't even know when the season starts, first of all. They started at the Prospect Games. When is the Prospect Games? Yeah, it looked kind of winterish, but Canada, it'd be cold up there. I don't know when it starts getting cold up there. So
It's
is
snowing
it?
right now, like as fuck. Canada is so weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was it snowing in September, October, November, December? Like, I don't know when y'all get snow. So I have no idea when it started. Then it said 6 months later. Then it said another 6 months later. What's our time
I
frame?
was so confused.
And I said, you know what? Let me black that out. It don't even matter because when I see math, I don't do it. I'm sorry. I was like, okay.
The one thing that was able to make me remember the time frame was the phones. Because they
Mm,
went from like the flip phone to the
hmm.
BlackBerry to the iPhone. So I was able to keep up with the
So you said
phone.
the physical
Yes.
reference of the time was what got you, not them saying
Not them
6 months,
saying
six
no,
months, 2 months later, 2 weeks later. I'm glad in episode
it's
two
the
it finally started
phones.
saying like fall 2010, spring 2011, stuff like that. But in
Yes.
episode one, I needed that desperately. It's like you want me to do math. I'm over here trying to figure out why they're doing that in the shower. Like I'm distracted. I don't have time to be figuring out what year it is, what month it is. I don't even know when half these games are. When is the draft? When do they get drafted? In
I didn't even
August, in July, September, October. When's the
yeah,
start of
that
the
was so
season?
confusing. That was so confusing. But also, so I said episode one, right? Okay, yeah,
Hmm.
episode one. And what then happened? I can't even remember.
Okay, so they're in the shower, and then Ilya was like, "Oh, they got out of the shower," and Shane was like, "Oh, we can forget about that. Like it don't even matter." Ilya sat up there and laughed in that man's face, and he said, "You're sure about that?" And then him and his little towel that didn't need fixing got all up in his face.
It did not need fixing.
It did not. He just want to direct his eyes down to that. Same way that he did when they were in the gym. He kept directing the bottle in between his legs. You
Yes.
whore.
It's such a whore. Have you seen Interview the Vampire?
Yes, stop, stop, stop. Are you obsessed with that too?
I'm obsessed.
Stop it.
He is like Lestat, but like
Stop it.
he's so Lestat coded.
So Lestat code. Okay, he's a mix for me of Lestat and Mickey Milkovich from Shameless. I don't know if you watched Shameless before.
No, not just, but I know him.
Yeah,
Is it the
yeah.
guy with the orange, the green, the ginger
The
hair?
red hair, that's Ian, but Ian is the guy that Mickey is with. Mickey is also a very
Okay, he's short.
yes, yes, yes. He's so similar to Ilya in the way that their family dynamic is loud.
Yeah,
Dad hates his guts. Like it's all of the same kind of thing, like loud, brash,
yeah.
European, basically.
And I was so shocked finding out that Ilya is not like Russian. He's
The
American.
actor. Hmm.
Yes.
From Texas. He said, "This ain't Texas.
This is
I
Texas.
am Russian." And he did rivalry.
That was so crazy. I was like, what?
When I
How?
heard him talk in an interview, I was like, the actor that you are.
Complete
And then
opposite.
Hudson, the way that he's so like expressive and honestly kooky crazy,
It's
nothing like
crazy.
Shane.
Nothing like
The
Shane.
actors that they are, they completely embody their character, and that's why I think it's so important to praise the both of them because it's so good. Without the both of them, I don't know if the show would be as good.
Yes.
Like the writing is great, everything is great, all of the elements are amazing, but the two of them together, that raw chemistry,
The
I
chemistry
think
is insane.
that's where it really shines
Yes.
is because that man from Texas and that man from Canada, okay? The show would not be the same without them. And I'm so glad, like, when they talk about the chemistry reads, how they both knew immediately that, oh, that's my Shane, that's my Ilya. And the crowd, not the crowd, the casting director and like the directors knew that too. That's why I was so confused. Like, where is this rivalry? Like, do
Right?
you know what you're exuding to me right now as a viewer? It did seem like you hated each other. But what happened after?
Yeah, I think that he then went to his hotel room and
Hmm.
okay, he saw his
Well, he
mom,
got the
right?
hotel room. They said, "What room are you in?"
He didn't,
One
he
four
didn't even
17,
wait.
whatever it was. Oh,
He did
one four
not waste
10.
time. One for
He
10,
said,
yes.
"I might knock.
Wow.
I might open."
And also, I remember Shane being nervous before Ilya came in.
Oh,
Wait,
when he was in that whole suit.
does Shane have autism? Because I was
He does. And even though I don't know much about autism compared to other neurodivergencies, I know that when he internalizes his feelings, especially for Ilya, and also what he feels and wants to communicate in the moment, he kind of shuts down a little bit and internalizes his thoughts instead of completely saying it out loud. And that's why we see him walking away during episode 4, right? Yeah, 4 from Ilya because after they said like, oh, their names and everything, it became too much and he needs to process that. So
yeah.
other than that, I'm not really sure, but I think we see it a lot with his communication and how he internalizes his feelings.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
I'm not like the best person to explain maybe
Yeah,
where also shows up with him since it's personalized to everyone, but I feel like
yeah,
that's the major points that we saw. His suit and everything before they actually got together
yeah.
was one of the moments where he was overthinking a lot. He was just nervous.
Yes.
He didn't know what to do with himself. This is his was it his first sexual experience? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it because
Was it because I remember okay when Ilya entered the room, then Shane asked Ilya if he has made
he'd
out
been with
with
another man,
yeah,
but
he said yeah,
no.
no.
But in general, I don't know if that was his first sexual experience. So I don't
Okay.
know. I know it was with a man, but like in general,
But yeah, you're right. With a man, that
yeah,
was his first experience with a
yeah.
man.
So maybe he's been at camp before, smooching on other
True.
people, playing a little truth or dare,
True.
at a party.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, that
But
makes sense. That
I don't know
makes
if that was
sense.
his first sexual experience. Did we?
So,
Wait, we skipped over Ilya saying that he told the producers to invite Shane for the commercial shoot when they were on the ice and laughing at each
oh
other, where
yes, yes,
Ilya
yes, yes.
was calling him pretty before
Yes.
they got together. We
Yeah.
skipped all over that
I can't even
because
remember.
I said, wow, the way that Ilya is really flirting. That also might have been a moment of him not really. realizing that Ilya was flirting with him and like
Yeah.
wanted to get with him, but then he realized it immediately when Ilya said directly that he was the one who asked the producers to get Shane on and do the commercial with him. But yeah, when Ilya was like, I asked them to bring you onto this, I said, wow, you want to
That's what
make
I'm
him your
saying. That
man.
was so cute because that's what I'm saying. They never really like rivalries.
They never hated each other.
They never hated each other, like never.
And I
Even
thought
when
I was
Emo,
jumping the gun and being like, oh, they want each other's cookies. They did.
they did,
From the beginning.
they
I was
did.
like, oh, this is supposed to be a rivalry, but I never got that. And I think that's because of their chemistry. Like they
Yeah.
didn't realize, girl, you got to turn it off a little bit.
So what happened in episode one after? Like, what happened?
Okay, their first time. We can talk about what we were feeling then, because that's one of the major parts that happened.
Okay, the
I
first
was
time,
in shock.
same.
I said, wow. Mm-hmm.
And you could tell that Shane knows how to give
Yeah, yep, 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 yep,
some
yep, yep, yep,
good.
yep, yep. I was like, where did we learn that at?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So this is his first experience with a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you learn how to do that?
3 seconds into the kiss and you're already on the floor. Right.
Submissive.
I thought we worked up to that, you know? Because sometimes, like, you don't understand, like, when a foreign object is in your throat and, like, you gotta relax and everything. So, like,
but, but did
how
they
did we
ever
get to there?
kiss? Like, did they ever kiss in that scene?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
It was
okay.
like the buildup when you walked in the door and Shane was like, do you want to talk? And
Yeah.
Ilya said no. And then pushed him up against the wall.
No, no.
No. He said, I'm good.
No.
Yeah. I came here for what I came here for, and I'm here because you want me to do this to you. And Shane said, yeah, you're right. Let me shut up and let me kiss my man.
But the sex was crazy.
I thought it would have stayed like on their faces. Not
Yeah.
they pan out and we get a wide shot of everything
Oh,
that's going on. I said, should I be watching this on camera?
I was
I
like, I'm
got
not meant to watch this.
so nervous and shy doing my first episode. It's not the fact that I was watching it right because, honey, y'all don't understand what I be reading and what I be watching, okay? It was the fact that I was doing it with the camera on my face, with
Yeah.
my light right here, my little
Yeah.
light. I have two lamps. I got three lamps on, and then
Yeah.
my camera in my face with all
I was
that
like,
going
I'm not meant to
on.
watch this. I'm not meant to watch this.
I was like, how? This is not what I was expecting when I
And
pressed play,
also,
when I said I was gonna upload reactions to YouTube. Like, I wasn't expecting any of this.
and also that scene of them like having sex became very controversial because some gay
Really?
actors, yeah, it became controversial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
some
yeah.
people were like, oh, this is not how like gay people have sex in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is fine because I don't know. But I mean, I guess it's fine. But at the same time, it's just a movie. It's not
Yeah.
real. Like it just enjoy it. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I'm not
It's
saying
scripted.
it's scripted.
It's supposed to be what it is for a reason. And they decided
Yes.
what the reason was gonna be.
I'm not saying that feelings are not valid. It's valid. But then again, it's like it's just scripted. It is not real.
Hmm.
But the sex was hot as fuck. It was hot.
Hello. I'm trying to be so normal about it, right? But things were
Look,
going on,
we
okay?
actually can't be normal about it. Like what? We
Things were
can't.
happening to me that I was not sure should be shown on camera. And that's why I literally had to go right here. I froze. I was like, do not move a muscle. Do not show them that this is like actually getting to you. Like,
The sex was it episode four or episode five? I can't remember which episode it was that Ilya was right. Shane was riding Ilya, and they showed the stretch marks on his ass. I was like, ah.
four.
What?
Yeah. They got episode 5 is when they went to Tampa and they had that long talk and they finally got on the same page. That was episode 4, right before the kiss on the sofa when Shane had to leave and they said each other's names.
That's it. That's it. Ah!
Okay, okay, okay. I did a ranking of all the spicy scenes, right?
Oh,
I did it, my ranking system was the Olympic gold medals because let's face it, all of the scenes deserve an award, but I
yes.
ranked it as gold, silver, and bronze.
Yeah.
I gave the writing scene bronze.
And
It
that's fine.
like it doesn't speak to me in the
Yeah.
way that the sofa scene did, but obviously the form was great. Okay?
The form was
The
great.
form was amazing. And
The
for it
form,
to like taken down 9 inches. The form was great. I will give you your praise. The form was excellent.
What was the next? What did you give Silva?
I can. Did I take a screenshot? Give me a second. Pause for intermission. This is when you get your snacks, you get a drink, while I go find this screenshot. I don't know if I can. I could possibly share it too. Let me see if I can find it.
I would say my favorite spicy scene. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite spicy scene is episode 2 after Ilya won the award.
Oh, the
After he won
Vegas
the cup,
hotel
the Vegas hotel
room.
room.
Okay, I found it, and I'm pretty sure that I can show it to you as well. But yes, this is my ranking. Do you agree with my rankings?
Hmm.
Let's see. We can start at bronze.
Bronze.
So
Okay.
I said, ooh, the
The All-Star Weekend.
with Scott next door. So that was episode 2.
Yeah, that wasn't really. It was okay.
They had like really good dialogue in it, but I forget about it. That's why I put it at 2. And then
Yeah.
next was the entire Skip episode. I said their scenes weren't
Whoa!
spicy.
That is crazy.
Their scenes weren't spicy.
True,
Okay.
true, true,
They like
true.
it was nice when Scott grabbed up Kip.
Yes.
I keep calling Kip Skip for some reason when
Yeah.
that's their ship name, but when he grabbed Skip, it was like, come here. That was nice.
Oh no, yeah, that episode wasn't spicy, and that's why I loved it. It wasn't
Hmm.
like it was more of dialogue,
Romance.
romance.
It
That's
felt
what I
like I
really
was
liked.
watching like a whole separate series and I was like a rom-com
Yes.
movie or something. So much
Yeah.
to the point at the end, I was trying to figure out and trying to game out how they can get back together, forgetting that we literally have 3 other episodes. They're gonna figure it
Yeah.
out. I thought that it was like a one-off kind of thing and the stakes were so high and they need to get together or like
Get
I
to
was gonna
yes.
break down sobbing. I had to remind myself, like, girl, they'll figure it out. There's episodes left, okay? But it was
Yeah.
such a cute rom-com episode. But yeah, I
It
gave it
was.
bronze.
Okay, then the next is Shane riding. Shane riding, obviously the scene wasn't like it wasn't like groundbreaking or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just him, his stretch marks on his ass. That was like,
Some
oh,
people were
okay.
like, "Oh, that encouraged me to be proud of my stretch marks." I said, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
Like, girl, we all have them, but okay, that's nice. So, like, some people need to be represented in certain ways, and their ways was the stretch marks.
with the stretch marks.
Yeah. Next is the montage at the beginning of episode 4
Mhm.
when it was just like the beginning before
Oh,
they
oh, yes, where he
did the title
posts.
sequence. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How come I
And then
remember
like
everything?
yeah. Oh, you remember that
What,
because we were
what,
both shocked
we were shocked.
when he pushed him up against the
He
board and
pushed.
then it went up.
Oh, oh. I'm like, oh, damn. But something I would say about Shane. No, Ilya. Ilya is a beast. Ilya,
What do they say? Stroke game on point.
on point.
Now we can get a little variation with it. We don't just always need like pop, 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 pop. But like,
Yes.
still
Yeah.
still quite the form is
No, because
great. What did I say?
they were in their just hooking up era. That's why it
Hmm.
was very rough. Because if you
Yeah,
notice,
yeah,
eventually, when they fell in love, it
yeah.
became
Hmm.
very slow. Like slow. I was like,
Hmm.
yes. Oh no, this show is really freaking good. Okay, we have Silva, the shower jack. Okay,
Hmm.
Vegas rooftop. Okay,
When they
Yeah, when they
kissed.
kiss, that was
Hmm.
cute. Vegas bathroom. Shane's acting in this scene was incredible. I love his acting with his eyes. It was so good.
Yes. That's why I have no idea why people talk about like they're acting over each other because
Yeah,
what are you even talking about? Like just shut up. You're
just
watching
shut
the
up.
show because they're both so amazing and they're so great.
Yeah.
So just shut up.
Then we have the gold. What's the first one? Hotel BJ. Okay.
Hmm.
First time. Okay. Vegas hotel room was my favorite by far. It was ouch.
It's like all of my favorite elements together. You see how I perked up then? All of my favorite elements.
Everything. But I have a problem though with that scene. I did
Hmm.
not like the
I
fact
know.
that. Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I know. I know. I know.
I
I
didn't
know.
like the fact that Ilya did not sniff his pants.
Hmm.
Like, come on, that was a missed opportunity.
People
He met his
say
slave.
it's because Ilya, he was like basically directing the scene and in control of the scene, but he could have got out of character real quick and sniffed him like, come on.
Yes, come on. But it was that thing that made me know how submissive Shane is.
When Ilya came to the bed and Shane immediately got in his favorite position, I said, right, I know what you are. I
Even
know
I know
what you
what you are.
are.
Even Ilya, when Ilya was watching, there was something Ilya did that was so hot.
When he
When
said fuck. I love when he says that, or when he says fuck Hollander. He said that
when he said
during
fuck
the
Hollander, that was
hotel. He said that during the hotel room scene. That's when I knew I was not going to survive. I love when people say fuck.
I
It's
love it so
just,
much.
why
Like
are we the same person?
it can tell how much they're so into you. Like it's
Stop.
like
You are in my head. Get out of there. Look, I already have a twin brother. I don't need another one.
oh, she
Get
have a
out.
two brother. That is so cool.
I do, I do, I
Damn.
do. We look nothing alike, so you would never know.
Yeah, but I love it when people say fuck because the way he said fuck Hollander, that was like, no, man, this show
And then the Vegas, we upped it just with him sitting there staring at his eyes
just
in wonderment. He was like, fuck. I said, stop.
stop.
Let's both do it. Cinema.
Cinema,
Cinema.
cinema.
Oh
And then
my
after, I
God.
think after the scene, okay, I think that was the scene that Shane wanted to actually sleep in
Stay with
Shane
him and have a
wanted to stay.
conversation. Oh,
Yeah,
that was also after the Olympics when Ilya ignored his ass for 6 months, but then in
yes,
Sochi, he was Ilya. Ilya likes pushing people away, right? That's just who he is and his character because of how he grew up with his father. He doesn't like
yeah,
people to get close to him, obviously because he lost his mother in an extremely sad way, and that
yes,
was probably the person who was close to him. So he also doesn't believe that he deserves love, I don't think, because his dad put so much shame and pressure on him. So whenever Shane even attempts to form a bond and a connection, it goes nowhere and he pushes him
yeah,
away because Shane was just trying to see if he was okay because he lost out on Olympic contention
yeah.
in his home country. Like obviously the athlete in Shane just wanted to check on the athlete in Ilya, but he was having none of that.
Yeah, you're right. He loves to push people away, and like I said, it's because of his whole family.
Hmm.
And yeah, this scene, the Vegas hotel room scene, it was so clear that Shane wanted to stay with him and have a conversation, but then Ila
Talk
was
about what
and talk, yes,
happened because like
yeah.
yo, you did ghost me for 6 months and now you come into this bathroom talking about you
And
want me
six
to
months is
get on my
crazy.
knees.
Yeah.
And the fact that you know that that's my favorite thing to do when you want to tease me with it.
Clock it.
Like, hello, you
Clock
can't
it.
tease me with my favorite thing, and you've been ignoring me for 6 months. Mind you, we've already been in a 3 year textuationship. Forget situationship, because according to the show, they weren't meeting up and hanging out. But in the book, they were still hooking up in between like texts and stuff, but we didn't see
Yeah.
that. So, you want to tell me we ain't been doing nothing for 3 years, and then once we finally do something, we get to the Olympics after you kissed me so dearly when you
Hmm.
left to go into the taxi after their first time. We remember how Shane was looking in his eyes. There was love in his
Love.
eyes.
Yes.
Love. And Ilya was so soft and so sweet and so kind. Oh wait, we need to rewind because after they got done with their first time and
Yeah.
everything, and Shane kissed Ilya on the head, I saw the very moment that Ilya fell in love. The very moment. He said, "Shit, this is getting too serious."
What
This
moment
man
was
just
that?
kissed me on the head during their first time. After all of that, and Shane kissed him on the head, and
Oh,
Ilya, he
yes.
said, "Yeah, I gotta go. I need to leave
Yeah, 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 yeah,
right
yeah.
now." That was his freak out moment because he got that in
Man.
episode 2. Shane got his in episode 4, but that was after how many years?
But this is a solid ranking. I think I agree with this ranking.
Yeah, because it was
Definitely.
Vegas and then Ilya's sofa and then
Yeah.
all the things he said in the
Club,
club
yes.
and then the skip
Then
kiss
skip,
on the
yeah.
ass.
Okay, so what I think we're on episode
I don't
three
know.
now.
We've jumped all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah, just go. Yeah, just so
Because
what
we didn't even talk about how like sweet and so much tension there was during their first time. It was from the moment that Ilya got there. Oh, you're trying to kill me. Shane said, I might. And then
I
he got
might
into the stairwell and pushed him up against the wall.
that was
I want to see Shane take control in season two. I understand why we didn't really get it in season one because they're still trying to like learn each other and this is their dynamic that they're comfortable with. But now
Yeah.
that they're boyfriends, I need them to explore Shane in that side.
Yes. Yeah, because Ilya was more of the
The dominance, yeah.
the
Hmm.
dominant top. He was very like dominant and
Hmm.
Shane was so submissive. But I would love to see Ilya become submissive and Shane become dominant. I think that would
Hmm.
be so hot. Like because I feel like dominant top and submissive bottom is the normal, is the norm.
Yeah.
Yup.
I need to see that. I need to see that actually because when Shane
I
pushed
need
him,
to.
Ilya loves it so much because he got the same face on the Vegas rooftop in episode one
Yeah.
when they were kissing and then Shane switched their positions and he pushed him. I thought that Shane was gonna go back in for another kiss, but no.
Nah.
He didn't like that they were out in public. And I said, well, no one can see you, only I can see you, and I promise I will not tell on you, so you might as well go back and kiss. They
Yeah, I thought
didn't.
they were gonna kiss, but they didn't kiss.
But
Wait,
Ilya, I think he likes it, so we need to see more of
yeah.
that in season two.
So was that the ending of episode one, the rooftop?
Yeah, that was the ending of episode one. But
Okay,
then, oh,
so
I was setting the scene about their first time, right? It was so, it's the way that it was shot. There was so much tension and build up, and you can really
tension.
feel the build up every time that they have Ilya off camera and like he comes into the shot and kisses Shane. My guilty pleasure. Guilty. Is it, who is it that decided to do all that? Rachel, Jacob? Like, I need to know because the way that it builds so much tension in the audience, I feel so captivated watching the show that it's not even funny. I am so locked into the moment. It feels like I'm there. It
It feel
feels like
yes.
I'm a voyeuristic perv and I should not be watching these people, but like I'm so happy that I am watching these people because wow, I need more of it actually.
I need more, and it's so intimate. I love it. It's so
Hmm.
intimate. But yeah, that first time was like really amazing. Even though they didn't really have sex. It was just more of making out because
The first time at Shane's house when they
yes,
actually had sex. That's where I
yeah.
am. Hmm.
Oh, that was so okay. That was the part when
Oh, you're finding
um
it. You're finding it. Hmm. I was like, oh, we're somewhere
Shane,
else.
was it when Shane was like, he has done it before, and he said, he has a dildo,
Oh,
and
that was the All-Star
uh,
Weekend game with Scott next door.
this guy's fucked so much on this show that my mind's all over the place. But I can't remember the scene. Okay, but that was the scene when there's another scene though. I'm talking about another scene
Hmm.
when Shane said he has done it before. He had a dildo, and then Ida asked what color it was,
Hmm.
and then Shane wanted to leave. As I wanted to leave, Ida said, "No, come, I want to fuck you." I was like,
When he gets like really whiny, Ilya, it's so cute. And then like Hudson does this thing as Shane when like he's clearly turned on, right? Shane's supposed to be. And like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's not even whiny. It's like this thing that he does and like the way that he like slurs his speech a little bit. And he's like, oh, like he's mumbling.
"Oh, yeah,
Like,
how
do
did
you
you
get
clock
what I'm
that?"
saying?
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like whenever he does that, you can see it clearly. In Vegas, it was in Vegas after the MLH Awards in the bathroom when he was grabbing on Ilya was grabbing Shane's face
Yeah.
and he was like, oh, genetic. Like that part and like that whole thing. And when Ilya was asking Shane to ask politely for him to get on the dirty bathroom floor and like do all
Yeah.
that and he was like, please get on this dirty nasty floor. Like when he does that, oh, it does something to me. Just like when Ilya gets whiny. It like they understand their characters so much and they build
They
so much
do.
in their characterization, like these little moments and stuff that is just so good.
Good.
And
It
Ilya
is.
being whiny is one of my favorite things. Also, when he taps Shane, he's always tapping that man, like, good job. Good job. Good job. I
Um,
love that so much.
okay, it was also okay, this was episode two when
Hmm.
they asked Ava a question and they couldn't really find something to
Hmm.
say,
That
and then
was,
that was so, and then Shane noticed it and he
hmm.
just said something immediately.
Hmm.
But also that was the same scene where their feet was about to touch.
Yes, they were playing footsie. Was that episode one or episode two? Honestly, I don't
I
even
I,
know.
let's just, if you know, you know.
If
Let's,
you know,
if
you
you
know.
know, you know.
At least we know the plot, right? At least we know the
Yes,
scene. Now, if we
yes.
know the episode, who's to say we know that?
Who is to say? Who is to say?
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I love that so much because it showed that was like one of the first moments where we see that they really care about each other, even though they're not supposed to. Again, it was supposed to be a rivalry.
no,
If Shane hated that man, he would have just let him like
yeah,
like
just
not be able to answer that question
answer
and
the,
like
yeah,
yeah. But we it also goes to show how caring Shane is as well.
yeah.
And it was I thought it was so just kind. Because even when I was hearing the question being asked, I was like, what are you talking about? Like,
Same
reporter,
here. I was like, what?
what are
Like,
you saying?
I was
And
so
then
confused.
and then for Ilya not to quite be able to process it because there's so many damn words. Like I speak English. It's my only language that I speak, and I wasn't even sure what that man was trying to get at. Why do you think someone who's not a native speaker, who is only here right now playing this sport because he's in the league, where else like he wouldn't be here right now? Why are you asking that man that long of a
Like,
question?
like, come on, come on.
And then I also wonder if that was one of the moments where Ilya decided to, I guess, really put in more effort to learn English better because even Shane commented on it. I guess it was a couple years later when they're in Vegas. I don't know how long that was, honestly. Like we said, the timeline confuses me. But I wonder if Ilya took that moment and was like, I really need to dedicate myself. Like I really sometimes want to know what's going through their head. And I feel like that's why everyone is like, you need to read the book. They say in the book what's going on. But it's like I also want
I
to
need to
know in
read the
this
book. I need to read the
show.
book, definitely. But yeah, that was like so cute. And okay, so in episode two already,
Mhm.
was there any except for the Vegas scene, was there any other like standout moment for you in episode two?
In episode two, I don't even know. How did episode two start? Oh, they started by texting. Okay. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
All I
think
can
there was
remember
any.
is the Vegas
Yeah,
scene.
the Vegas
You know
scene was the
what?
highlights.
This is why I sent you those notes earlier.
Oh,
This is why I
true.
did. You were like, girl, I don't know if I'm gonna be reading all that. We might need to read it right now. We might need to take a peek.
Episode two.
Oh, Russians do not blush. We don't do this. That was so cute. That was so cute.
That was so cute. When the guy was like, "Oh, who are you talking to? Like, who is the girl you're talking to? You're blushing." And his accent was like, "Oh, Russians do not blush." So,
We
ah!
do not do this. And then they were always setting the scene that they act so giddy and excited whenever they're both in Boston or Montreal
Yeah.
about to fight, about to go. What is up with me and like all these extreme violence? I think I'm playing The Sims. Um, when they're about to do a match against each other. Yes, and then there was that. You tried to bring it up when Ilya first met Yuna in the elevator hotel. In the
Yeah.
hotel elevator. That was
Yes.
so funny because she didn't even know that he was on his way to go get with
Oh, yeah, she
some
didn't
stuff.
know. She didn't know. She didn't know. She just
Like,
saw him, and I thought she was going to bring it up in the finale that oh,
yeah.
when we're in the hotel room,
Yes, yes, yes,
when we're in the
yes.
hotel, and you were
Mhm.
going to up, and
Yes,
I
yes,
saw
yes, yes,
you.
yes.
We're going to like have sex with my son,
Yeah.
but she didn't bring it up. But yeah,
Maybe it clicked to her and she didn't want to embarrass Shane any further because he was
yes,
obviously embarrassed.
yes, he
So
was.
maybe that's why.
Say the standout obviously for episode two was when Shane left
Hmm.
and then he was about to text Ilya and say we didn't even kiss. That got me.
I was like, I didn't even acknowledge it after the episode ends because I knew I was gonna start crying. But then the rest of the episode, I just let myself cry because like it's whatever. Like the emotions are gonna come
The
out. But in that
emotions.
moment, I didn't even address it because I was like, if I think about this too much, we didn't even kiss. That's too much for me right now, and like I can't deal with it. So I just ignored it.
To me, I feel like kissing is so intimate. I don't know how to
Hmm.
explain it. It's just more intimate. I mean, not that having sex is not, it's very intimate because you guys are exchanging body fluids,
Hmm.
you're entering here and there.
But a lot of people have that thought process that is not as
Yeah.
intimate as, so I get what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Kissing is like because him saying we didn't even kiss shows that like, come on, do you really care for me? Or mind you, he had not seen him for almost 6 months, right?
Hmm.
So are you just like using me just to, get your orgasm and tell me to get out? You understand?
Hmm.
So the fact that he was just like confused. He didn't know what to send. It was just like it was so
He was
sweet.
always second guessing himself during the text
Yeah,
messages. I was like, Shane, you know what you want to say. Just go ahead and say it.
just
Even
go
if it comes out a
ahead.
little freaky, just say it.
Right?
Even if it does. You don't understand the freak that you got on your hands. Like, he will accept anything and everything. He sent you an unsolicited dick pic
That was
because that's
crazy.
how much he wanted
I was
to
like,
be
why
with
is a dead
you.
girl's penis on your phone? Like, I was so confused.
Wait,
Come
I
on.
love that you have watched How to Get Away with Murder too.
Oh my God,
I
I love that
love
show
that.
so much.
Side note, I almost stopped watching the show. Wait, have you seen all of it?
Yeah, I finished it,
Okay, I
everything.
almost stopped watching the show because of Wes. When he died, I said I can't do this anymore.
I didn't expect him to
I
die.
said
Like, what?
they were teasing it all season. I was like, this is
Yes.
who died? All because of Laurel and her dad. I said, are you
What?
serious? I
It's
have
Castillo. Like, what?
Miss Castillo.
Castillo.
I love Tegan so bad.
I love Tegan so
The
much.
compilations, oh my God. Every time I see it on Twitter, I have to watch it. Miss Castillo. I'm like, girl, you better say that.
I just started rewatching it 2 nights ago. I'm on episode 6,
Really?
and it's good television.
I need to actually watch Scandal. I've only watched
Oh, you
How to Get
will.
Away to Murder when the whole Shondaland was going on,
Yeah,
like Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to
yeah.
Get Murdered. That whole block, I was only watching How to Get Away with Murder,
Same here.
and I need to watch Scandal.
I just started
I've
watching
been putting it
Scandal.
off.
I'm on season 4 of Scandal. The
Mm-hmm.
first few seasons are really good, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not seeing How to Get Away with Murder. It's not.
Mm.
How to Get Away with Murder is Viola Davis. And I feel like as I'm rewatching it, I feel like
Mother,
people don't talk
mother.
enough, mother, they don't talk enough about how good looking she is. Like, she is so
Oh.
beautiful. I was like, what?
Whenever you know how we always use the gif of her with her side swept, like
That's
it's like with like shortcut,
with shortcut,
and
yes.
she's rolling her eyes and getting up from the table.
Getting up.
She looks stunning. Every time I
Stunning.
see it, I'm like, oh my God, this woman is so gorgeous.
She's so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Oh no, it's peak
She's one
television.
of the actresses or actors that I will sit down and watch their movie whenever I see them. She
Oh,
was just
definitely.
in this action movie on Prime Video. She was the president.
G12. Is it G12?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. I
Yes.
watched that for Mother. I
Yes.
will.
Oh no, anything she's in, I'm
Yes.
sat. I'm sat. But yeah, I just started rewatching it and it's like really, really, really good.
Hmm.
Really good.
I need
So
to
what was I
rewatch it
saying?
too. Oh, we were talking about Heated Rivalry, but
Is
then
it
we got off
right?
bases because like that's just who we are.
I'm sorry, exactly. So yeah, episode 2 and just saying within case and then the
Hmm.
next episode was obviously
Can I say one moment in episode 2 though? This is when
yeah.
we see Svetlana and we really get to know her and she knows her hockey down. Like that
Yes.
girl, she needs to be employed by some hockey team. I'm sorry, she does not seem
Oh yeah.
she probably is good at selling cars, but her calling is doing
It's
something with
hockey.
hockey. And
Yes.
also that's where I saw the moment where Ilya was like, okay, I actually do need to ghost this man that I'm in love with because I need to lock in and I want to win this cup that's coming up because they were in contention for it. And basically, what I'm trying to say is that Svetlana is the one who got him to see that he could really win the cup that year if he locked in and stopped all his distractions. And who's his biggest distraction?
Yes.
Shane.
Shane. Yes.
And the reason I think he did, I don't think he would have ghosted Shane if he didn't go back to Russia and his dad wasn't scolding him for losing the Olympics. I think that's why he ghosted him. And then Svetlana confirmed to him that he can actually, if he puts in the work, he can win the highest award in the sports and everything. So I
Yes.
feel like that's why he locked in, and that's also why he ignored Shane. And for him to not tell Shane that I was just trying to get the cup. Maybe Shane would have understood. It would have been
True.
like, okay. And that's when, in the moment after they did what they did in the Vegas hotel room, when Shane was talking to him, that's what Shane was trying to get at. But no, that man lit a cigarette and said, "Yeah, you need to go." He said, "Yeah, good night. We need to dead this right now." Yeah,
Yeah,
there
you're
was like
right.
so many moments where Shane wanted to communicate, and then we get to episode 4, and then Ilya, he finally wanted to, but Shane remembered that. Shane was like, "You know what? Am I getting in too deep with this man? Probably. So I probably need to leave."
That makes so much sense. I never thought of it that way. I didn't even
Hmm.
notice it either. But yeah, that makes so much sense.
Now we're on episode 3. A rom-com episode. We already kind of talked about it before, but like, what are your
Yeah.
like long form thoughts on Skiff and their
Yeah,
episode?
I don't know why people don't like the fans don't really like this episode. Personally, it's to me, I prefer it over the first two episodes to me because
Mm,
it was more of
there was
it
more
felt
depth.
very it was more there was more depth, there was more dialogue. It was like a
Hmm.
rom-com, but also a tragic rom-com. It
Hmm.
felt very realistic. It's something that many queer people could relate to in the sense of they can't really show their love outside. It might
Hmm.
really affect their career or they'll think about their family.
Hmm.
And we could tell that obviously Scott loved Kip so much. He
He
loved him,
did.
but only in private.
Yeah.
They went to the art gallery, just the art gallery. He had a
Barely
panic
anyone in there.
attack. Barely anyone in there.
There was nobody
Barely.
in there. And the funniest part to me is as soon as I started hearing Kip speak loudly, I knew that Scott was about to freak out. That man was yelling
Yes.
about the art. He said, "Well, this is the picture right
This-
here," and la 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 la. Scott said, "Shh, shh." Like that was a loud shh. I don't know where Francois got that shh from. He got it from the depths of his belly.
That
He
was a
said,
loud
shh.
shoe.
I said, "Oh God."
He was
That's the moment
panicking.
I knew that everything was about to go south. Cute.
Oh,
It was cute before then, but
it was
that
cute.
turn was so abrupt to me. Even though like it was obviously foreshadowed, I knew it was coming up, but I was just like
Yes.
so in La La Land, like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like their meet cute was adorable. The way that
Yeah.
they were circling each other and then they finally clicked that, oh, we're both gay. Let's do this. That's basically what happened in that coffee shop. When Scott sat down for that man was in there checking emails for close to
Checking
an
what
hour,
email.
probably.
Oh, please.
You are one of the most famous people in the league. You want me to actually believe that you check your own emails?
Like, be so for real. Be
Scott, you couldn't
so
come up with
for
something
real.
better.
Like, come on. But he
Check your
kept
own
on coming
emails.
there, kept on coming there like almost every weekend or every day
And then
for
Maria.
keep. My
Oh,
girl,
Maria. She was our
girl.
stand-in. That
Like,
was Maria was supposed to be us, the audience, because
yes,
girl,
girl,
this man wants
girl.
your cookie.
Like, come on. But I would say my favorite character of that episode is Elena.
Queen. All of
Mother,
the queens
mother,
in this show.
mother.
All of the divas in this show.
All the
Let's name
divas.
them. Elena.
Elena,
Rose,
Rose.
Svetlana was holding it down. The way, another point that I wanted to bring up was Svetlana. She always knew that her bestie was bisexual.
Bisexual, yes. She knew. She knew.
Because when she saved Ilya from talking with both of their dads, who'd she bring him to? His former fling,
Yeah. And she knew that they had
Sasha.
something to do. Yes.
She spoke her hockey talk. She said, "You need to get this together so then you can win the cup and then lift that man with his former man." She knew the whole time.
I was so scared that the former man might have come between Shane and Ilya. Like I thought that he would have like he'd be like an enemy or something. I don't
Hmm.
know. I thought he would
Like
have
that would have been a plot point or something.
yes. I thought
But
he would
Ilya
have
said
come between
no.
them. Yeah.
Ilya said, "I got a man. I'm ignoring him right now, but I
Exactly.
want to
I
talk to
got a
him so badly."
man. I really enjoyed episode three and
Hmm.
obviously it was a bittersweet ending with
Yes.
you know keep having his birthday and he
Hmm.
invited Scott to come.
Hmm.
Like they'll just be at the bar with his friends and family. And he said he couldn't come. And obviously
Can
that
we, since we're
was
talking about the birthday, can we talk about Kit being 26? Where was my
that's a
Roman
strong
romance at
that is a
26?
strong ass 26. I was
When
like,
you said
whoa.
that in your reaction, I was like, oh God. I was like, well, maybe. Because I thought he was a little bit older, not gonna
Like, come
lie.
on.
Body T, face card will never
Body T.
decline.
No,
But
body is
26, I was not
T.
expecting him to be 26.
No, body is T. Like every single man on that should have body.
I was
T.
like, what does a barista need with all of that? A smoothie barista at
A
that.
smoothie barista. I'm like, what? Then Elena gave the speech and
Yes, I want to get back to it later
oh,
because we started talking about the divas and then we
the
deviated. Then I was gonna remind
Elena
you. Let's get back to the divas. Okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Elena gave the speech.
Hmm.
I'm telling Scott that look, he's a human being. I'm a human being. But yeah, like yeah, he's a human being and he
Mhm.
deserves love too. He deserves the sunshine and everything. And you also deserve love and so oh God.
When she said you also deserve it too, I was like, Elena, how do you know all the correct things to say to someone?
How?
Because she did. My favorite part, I just noticed this last night while I was rewatching it. I thought she didn't like Kyle, right? But
Yeah.
when she came and she brought some food in, and that's when Kyle was like, "No outside food," and she's like, "Fuck off, Kyle." I thought she didn't like him, but then when Kyle came around with the remote, because she asked him Kyle the
Yeah.
remote, he picked up some food off the table. So I was like, "Oh my God, all these people are
They're
friends."
friends,
I was
yes.
like, I wasn't sure how Kyle fit in because I just thought he was. Sorry,
The
the
bartender. Yeah.
bartender. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, all these people are friends, and Elena looks out for her gays. That's just what
No,
she does.
and
She
she's
is
so
so
pretty.
smart, gorgeous,
She is gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Ah,
I don't know. We need more episodes just to see all these beautiful face cards in a room together. We
oh,
need the
definitely.
divas to form a support group because the way that they did so much heavy lifting for these men in the show, I said, wow.
Wow.
I said, if it wasn't because of these women, how many of them? You four would be nowhere right now.
No way.
God, you need a good woman in your life too. You need a good friend. You need to find somebody
True.
because all of the advice that they give was so amazing. And I do want to learn a little bit more about the divas. So if we can possibly make that happen in season two, love it. But I just love how good of friends they are. I also love that they're friends who give advice and the people on the receiving end take that advice.
Yes, they take it.
Because
They don't just like,
sometimes when you give
yeah,
advice, people just go out and do the stupidest shit and
yeah, they
don't listen
just
to a thing you said, but they
true.
want to complain to you. But no, they actually listen to all of them. And
That
that's one
makes
point that I
sense.
love. So, Alina, you diva,
So what's your whole thoughts on episode three?
it was so cute. Like,
Yeah,
it was so fun to watch because of the romance. I feel like episodes one and two, they were so fast paced. A lot was going on
a
because
lot.
the span was supposed to be from 2008 to 2014. That's a lot.
Damn.
That's a lot of years. And there was a lot going
A
on.
lot's going on.
So I feel like we finally slowed down with episode three because it was only a span of 2 months and we got to see their relationship develop. And it was so different from Hollanov because they're so much more mature. Let's start
Yes.
there. Because
Yes.
basically, Hollanov's story is a coming of age story, even though we don't start off too young with them. They're already kind of in adulthood by the time they start hooking up and getting in together. But it's still
Yeah.
like a coming of age story where they're finding themselves, they're finding their sexuality, they're finding what they actually desire in life. And with Scott and Kip, they already know all of that. So they're not figuring out who
Yes.
they are too much. They're just figuring out how to be in a relationship
How to be,
together.
yes.
So I thought that was so beautiful to see. And it was definitely like a cool, I wouldn't even say reprieve, but it was just like a cool change of pace from what Hollanov was giving. Like Hollanov gets stress. They give they stress me out a lot because they run from their feelings so much.
Yes.
Skip, adorable, cute,
Adorable,
rom-com.
yes.
Period.
They told each other how much they love each other. I love you and this.
Mm-hmm.
But the only problem was Scott didn't know how to show this love and affection in public because
Yes.
of his career and obviously hockey is a very, in fact, sports, all sports are very toxic.
Wait. You played hockey, right? That was the title of your
Oh
episode one.
no, that's not.
No. I was like, I need to ask him this when I see him.
No. So there's this thing I do on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I lie. So if, for example, if I watch like a musical, I would
Mm-hmm.
say vocal coach watches, or if I
So it's like
watch
a bit on your channel that I
yes.
wasn't in on. I
So
gotcha.
yes.
It's like
But
he
the
plays
only
hockey.
sports no the only sports I played when I was younger was rugby. I played American
Mm.
football. That
Hmm.
was my favorite. It was very dangerous, but my favorite sport, rugby.
Yeah.
That was the only sports I did.
So is rugby, it's like a combination of football and soccer? Like what is it?
So I think soccer and football is completely different. Like to Americans, I think soccer is obviously the one you play with your legs, the ball.
Yeah. Football.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
football
football is
exactly.
a raw buff men. Yeah.
Yes,
Gladiator
exactly.
style.
So football, American football,
Yeah.
the NFL
Hmm.
is pretty much the same thing as rugby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty much the same.
But you can also use your feet in rugby.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can. Yeah. So
Interesting.
I'm not a hockey. It was
No,
just
not
like
at all. I was like, I'm about to get some inside scoop. I need to ask him what it's like playing hockey. I need to ask him like
I
what's
don't
up,
know what I
suiting
don't know
up in
what
the
that
gear and
is.
everything.
I don't know what that is.
He
But yeah,
said, I don't even know hockey.
I was saying that almost all the sports are very like toxic when it comes to
Oh
masculinity.
yeah.
So yeah, it was very hard for um Scots to have
Mm-hmm.
just like come out and
Because
you know,
technically, that's their whole life. That's the
yes,
culture that they're in 24/7 because they're always
24/7.
thinking about their job. Athletes'
Yes.
job is to always be thinking about it, thinking about your health, your body. How
Yes.
can you improve your game? And
Hmm.
that culture of all that masculinity and all that toxic masculinity is what they're
Yeah.
always embedded in. And I love that we get to explore that a little bit more with episode 3 and Skip because we don't see that with Hollanov at all. We don't
No.
see the effects of everything. We see it because they don't want to admit their feelings, and Shane also questioning where he falls like on the spectrum of his sexuality. So
Yes.
we see it come in with that, but not necessarily the outside factors of them being together and being able to come out. We don't really see how hockey affects that with them. But
Yes.
like I said, it was a nice change of pace to see how it affects someone older like Scott because it does.
Yeah, it
And
does. It does.
even now we know that there's no out players in the MHL compared to all of the other sports.
Yes.
I feel like maybe most other sports do have out players,
Oh,
whether or not they're still
definitely.
playing. I have no
Yeah.
idea because when someone comes out, we've seen this a lot. They don't get picked up by a team anymore. So we
Yeah.
can see that toxic masculinity there and the homophobia there. But for the fact that the MLH is probably one of the most leagues that's closeted, that's interesting to see. And for someone to have no knowledge of hockey at all and then come into that knowing or find out after watching the show that there's no out players, you see why these people were stressing about the closet
Yes.
and when they're going to come out, how they're going to do it, if they're ever going to do it.
If they're ever going to
Scott
do it, yeah.
Scott said, "Honey, I love you so
I
much.
love you so
I
much.
love you down. You are the apple of my eye, the sunshine of my
But
life.
I gotta
But we
pick
gotta
me
wait.
first.
I gotta put me first,
I gotta
Lucius.
put me first in your shit.
Put me first. We're gonna wait about 10 more years. I thought that
How-
Scott was gonna be retiring after the kiss, but he
Yeah.
didn't say nothing like that when he got up
It is,
there in
yes. I
episode
thought I was gonna.
6.
I thought that was it. I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
retire, and I, but he didn't.
No, he said I'm gonna keep playing the sport. He said I
Yes,
just won my first cup of my career. I'm gonna keep playing.
exactly. So episode 3 was just like for me. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was my favorite before episode
Hmm.
4 and 5, and episode 4 and 5 specifically.
Yeah, I didn't,
Episode
like you
4.
said, I didn't, before we get to episode 4, I didn't get the response of not liking it because I'm a romance girl down. Romance
Yeah.
is just in my blood. I love seeing
Same
people
here. I
fall in love.
love it.
I
Oh,
love, 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 love. You know, I love love. That
I-
cliche. I just love love. Okay? Don't matter who it comes from. Some the like another controversy around this whole show is straight women watching it because they like to see like buff men have sex. Yeah, I mean the book
okay.
talk girls are just like that. Yeah, yeah, but me personally, I'll watch anything and everybody. Okay?
Same
Anything and
here.
everybody. Give me the
Same here.
girls, give
Just
me
give
the
it to me.
men,
I love
give me the gender
romance.
fluid people. Like one of
They,
my
them, I don't
favorite.
care.
Give me anybody. Have you seen Are You the One?
Are you the one?
It's a dating show. Do you watch dating
Oh no, no,
shows?
I don't watch dating show. The only dating show
Okay.
I watched is Flavor of Love. Flavor of Love, and it was it,
Wait. I was out of all of the dating shows I expected you to say, Flavor of Love was not one of them.
that's my
I
favorite.
thought that you
I've
were gonna
watched
give
it.
me something recent, but you said Flavor Flav was
No.
doing it for you.
That it was New York, Tiffany Pollard, the icon
Oh,
that she is.
the queen.
Come on.
The cultural implications of that show because of her.
Ah,
Wow.
wow.
Icon. It's
No.
Tiffany Pollard and Nene Leakes.
Ni Candy, why don't you check Puerto Rico? Why don't you check around the studio? Let's see if this way we can make a big.
Nene Icon.
And I just started watching Real Housewives. I'm on season 6 for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite episode is, I don't know if you can remember, but the episode where Nini had her games nights. And
Do I remember the most iconic scene from literally
That
any
is
franchise?
the best episode I've the pillow talk.
The
Yeah, pillow talk.
chaos.
Chaos. That's her man. Let's talk about her man, her man, her man.
Like, that's literally where my man comes from.
Yes, peak
Yes, I know.
television.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Atlanta to me is like I'm not seeing the other shows, but I
Hmm.
don't think there's any other Real Housewives show that's better than Atlanta.
No,
Atlanta
no, no,
is
no, no. Their
peak television.
personalities, oh, so good.
Ah,
It's like, yes, Jersey was iconic, but not as iconic as Atlanta. Nothing will touch when black women are on the screen.
nothing,
Nothing.
nothing. I don't care. No,
Because
like the mouse.
Jersey, I know you said you didn't
Ah,
watch, but Jersey was a lot of family drama because they're
okay,
literally all family.
yeah.
But Atlanta, we know how to put it on.
No, it's a very entertaining show. Like
Hmm.
to me, the two greatest reality TV show stars, Tiffany
Hmm.
Pollard and New York.
Hmm.
Not New York, sorry, Nene Lakes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Nobody
Oh,
comes
I
close.
said, I knew what you were saying. You didn't even
Nene
say it right.
Lakes.
I was just like, yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
comes close to them.
yeah.
Icons. So we're on episode 4 now, right?
Wait, we were talking about dating shows. Oh, I was trying to
Okay,
give you a
yes, yeah, yeah.
recommendation. Are you the
Yes.
one? There was a fluid season. Everything, all spectrums.
Wow.
It was
Okay. Let
amazing.
me check. Oh, it's okay, the one quest season.
But
That
yeah,
is season 8.
I watch all of the dating shows. I did watch Flavor of Love. I watch, even though she's a horrible person now, Tila Tequila when she was back on TV. I watched Love Island. I watched Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Um,
I
what
think the
other
only
dating
two
shows are
shows
there?
I've watched, except for Real Housewives and Tiffany, I watch Kimora Life on the Fab Lane. Those are
Hmm.
like the ones I watch, but any other reality show, I'm not really a big fan. Yeah, I would surely check out Are You the One?
You should. And then, like I was saying with my ships, I ship anybody. Okay, I watch the lesbians. I watch the
I
gays.
watch
I watch
every
literally. I just like watching people fall in love. So that's why I do not like these allegations that as a straight woman, I'm only watching this because it's two hot men going at it. Baby, I'll watch anybody. You trying to get down, you trying to fall in love. I'll watch
exactly
anybody. Okay. So not all of us are
anybody.
like that. Do not put those allegations out on me. I beat them every time. What
Period.
y'all know about one of my favorite ships? They're called Wildmore from Batwoman that nobody watched on the CW. What y'all know about them?
I didn't even watch it.
Also, what do people know about Pretty Little Liars? And my girl Emily and Maya. I was devastated in middle school when they killed off Maya.
Unfortunately, I've never seen Pretty Little Lies.
It's okay. It's just a
I've never
mess.
seen it,
There's
but I'm
just a
going to
lot going
surely
on.
watch it. Because
It's
back then, I was just obsessed with Vampire Diaries,
yes,
Gossip Girl. Yeah, I was
yes.
obsessed with those shows,
I
but I've
don't
not
know
seen Pretty
how
Liars.
I was able to keep up with so many TV shows as a kid. I watched everything on ABC Family. I watched everything on the CW. I watched everything like on just like ABC in general.
I think because back then we were kids, we didn't have like I fucking hate adulting. I hate adulting so much.
Hmm.
Adulting sucks because I don't really have enough time to digest TV shows
Yeah.
and movies.
Hmm.
But back then, and also, back then, this was my problem with Heated Rivalry, which I mean, not really a problem, but
Your
yeah,
only
six
gripe with
episodes.
it, the
Yeah, six
episodes.
episodes, yeah.
Hmm.
But back then, we used to get like 22 episodes for a TV show. I'm not saying Heated Rivalry should be 22 episodes, no, because
No.
there's only so much the story can stretch out.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah. Hmm.
six was too short. I feel like 8 or 7 at least. It's perfect the way it is.
It is.
But growing up, TV shows used to be 22 episodes long.
Hmm.
I just finished watching Desperate Housewives for the first time.
Wait, how is that? I tried to start it, right? But then I think I was watching something else.
You are in for a
So,
ride.
okay. Because
Oh,
that's
Desperate
one of the
Housewives is
shows.
perfect.
Is it?
It is so perfect.
I always see the redhead and her son giving her
Brie,
so much trouble.
Brie. And apparently,
Breathe.
I heard Desperate Housewives was what made the Real Housewives franchise.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
said
yeah.
because of Desperate Housewives.
Hmm.
That show is perfect. I wish I could watch it for the first time.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll
Oh
watch it.
my
I'll watch
God. I
it.
wish I was you to watch it for the first time. Fuck.
I'll watch it.
It
I'll
is
watch it.
perfect.
What were we talking about?
Episode 4. We're on episode 4 now.
Are
We're
we?
done with skip.
Did
Yeah,
we
we're done
finish
with
with
skip.
episode 3? Okay, so
Yeah,
we love
skip.
them. We love them so
Yeah, we love
much.
them. Yeah, so episode 4.
So 4. What does that start with? I was waiting for you.
I don't know.
You said, girl, you took the notes.
All I know is that episode four, my favorite, the last 20 minutes was the best thing I've seen in like cinema. The last 20
Do we
minutes.
need to do it again?
We need to. Immediately, Ilya said they should go to the club.
They
But yeah,
said
let's
boom
start.
shakalaka. It's about to
Boom.
go down.
No, let's start episode. 'Cause I think episode four was such an important episode because it's talked about like Shane dating Rose.
Hmm.
Okay, no, before that, no, what happened? Oh, he
Here, let me see. So it starts out with Ilya partying and everything, and it's during the summer and Shane doing all the brand deals. Can we talk about Shane during the brand deals and Miss Yuna, the Queen Diva, head mom in charge, Miss Chris Jenner?
diva mother.
Love that woman. I hate and I despise whenever people say that she's an overbearing parent and she
What?
like is like trying to make Shane's career her own. What?
Who said that? What?
Why? It do you guys I feel like that when
Uh-uh.
it comes in of like
Yes.
non-white people
Yes.
and how parenting differs with that, like that's the
Hmm.
cultural differences sometimes when an audience is watching. Do you know how hands-on non-white mothers are?
Right?
Even though Shane is Asian, Japanese, it's still the same. It's pretty
No,
universal
it's,
with people of
yes.
color.
Yes.
And she's not even she is such a kind lady. All she wants to do is make sure that her son is set up in life. Plus, I don't think people realize that this is a time when athletes were finally getting paid millions of dollars. They were
Hmm.
able to like go outside of just their sport and make a name for themselves.
Hmm.
Because before then, they were getting paid nothing
Hmm.
to mess up their bodies, possibly develop CTE 3 years into the career. Like nothing. Okay.
And
So,
also, like you said, him being Asian and Japanese like plays such a huge role. There also he
mhm.
has to be like twi he has to work twice as hard compared to
Yes.
like the other people. It's just the
Yes.
truth.
And
Yeah.
even though he was telling Rose that he didn't quite have any problems during school because the other Asian kid, he had a more, um, I guess you'd say Asian name than what he did
Yes.
because his last name was very Western. People don't see that once you become an adult. Once you
Yeah.
become front facing and you are in front of the public, whether you're an athlete, actor, CEO, like literally anything where the public is able to judge you,
Yeah.
they see you for who you are. He is very
Yes.
clearly an Asian man. So, if you're racist, you see an Asian man, yeah, Shane is going to have to work 10 times harder to get where he is. And that's why we see I don't know what he was of the Metros when he got drafted, but maybe he was like the owner or just representative from that team. And
Yeah.
he was like, we're so happy to have Shane. And just so you know, he's not the only Asian player that we've ever had, but we're so glad to have him. Like, yeah, that was a microaggression, and that's how Shane has to show up every day in his life as an Asian man. And that's the first thing that people see and judge if they have that prejudice or bigotedness in their heart. So it's like, I think that's the disconnect because, yeah, the show is about hockey and it's about them falling in love, but it's also
Yes.
about Shane being Asian and how he has to kind of be one dimensional to the public because he's Asian and he has to work 10 times harder and he's very visibly different than the rest of the league, which is a very white dominated
Very
sport.
yes. Hmm.
So I feel like that's where some people always also miss Shane's characterization because he has to be perfect. He is perfect, right?
He
He's
is. He
him
is.
and Ilya are the best in their league, but he also has to be that way off the ice. Ilya, he can be his loud, rambunctious self. He can cuss anybody out. But
But
let
Shane
Shane do
can't have
that?
that
No.
opportunity. Yes.
No. And I don't think that people understand that that also relates to how Shane shows up in the world, how he shows up in his relationships, how he just shows up in general. He has to be this one way because he will get judged for it and he will get judged hard. We know that they love him as the golden boy, but that's only because he's nice. That's only because, honestly, Yuna and his father has prepared him for this type of spotlight. They clearly have these conversations where Shane, you're representing a whole bunch of little kids who look different. They look different than this league and than the sport, than the viewers and the audience who watch this sport. So yeah, this is very important. And Shane, I'm gonna need you to lock in because that's just that's like whenever you see non-white people, they are a representative of their race. It shouldn't always be like that, of
It should,
course,
yes.
because
But
I'm not a role
unfortunately,
model. Your
Hmm.
role model should be the person whose coochie you came out of or the father who's raising you.
True.
But no, people look for representation outside of maybe their surrounding spaces. And athletes are the biggest people to be that type of representation. So I feel when they need to talk about Yuna, they need to put respect on her name and they need to come from that perspective. And that is my little
Simple.
representation rant right there. Thank you for letting me go on for at least 2 minutes there. And scene. Thank
Unseen.
you. Thank you.
You're
I get
completely
like
right.
so passionate about topics like this because obviously we're black. We know what it's
Yes.
like to show up as black people. So we can connect to Shane in that way. We
Yes.
know without even having the show to explain to us what he's going through because he shows
Yes.
up the same way that we show up in this world. So yeah, that's my 2 cents there.
No, you
Thank
ate
you.
that up. You ate. You're completely correct. You're
Thank you.
completely correct. You have to work twice as hard and yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
episode 4, we got introduced to Rose. But
Hmm.
before that, episode 4 was when they're making out on the couch, right?
Yes. So they've been hooking up all year. For those two
Yeah.
years, it was
Hmm.
2000, let me see, 2014, 2016. Those are some good 2 years.
Yes.
2014, 15,
Good.
they were hooking up. They were waiting to see each other all the time. They were checking
Good.
calendars.
Yes.
They said, "Oh, we're locked into this hooking up thing."
Then I think Shane went to Ilya's house
Hmm. Also,
and
Shane won the cup twice, back to back.
but what do you
So
think is a
he
better
was
player though? Like who is actually a better player?
I think they go back and forth. I still want to
Yeah.
know who won the Olympics. We don't
Hmm.
know.
We don't know.
Historically, it was the Canadian team, so it was Shane. But in
Shane.
that universe, I have no idea. I want to know because I feel like if Shane would have won, they would have said it because winning an Olympic gold medal, that's one of the highest honors you can have because you're going against the world.
Yes.
So I'm like, who won? But he won the cup twice that year, and it was so cute. It's always so cute watching them watch each other because that's how they get
True.
like their dose of each other without
Yes.
actually admitting their feelings.
Yes.
And
Because they're
Ilya
so
is
obsessed
so
with
good.
watching each other. Yes.
Hmm.
They're obsessed with watching each other. But yeah, that was when Shane went to Ilya's house and then
Yes.
um he said, "Can we talk first?" Shane was like, "Can we talk first?" Ilya was like, "Nope.
Nope.
Let's talk after."
Hmm.
And
His
then
response is always no.
no, no. And that was the first time that Ilya allowed Shane to stay behind, right? Yes,
He
because
wanted to connect.
he wanted to connect.
Yes.
Then obviously the fucked. That was when he rode Ilya, and I
He
saw the
did. Yeah.
fucking stretch marks. I was like, yup, he
Yeah.
ate that up. And
Yeah.
then it was just very romantic. And from what I could tell that, okay, this is we're getting somewhere.
Yes. I kept saying that in my reaction. We're getting somewhere.
Yes,
It's
we're getting
finally
somewhere.
happening. We're
Yes.
getting somewhere. Like it's finally happening.
It's finally happening.
And then it
Then
didn't happen.
it didn't happen. He
But
obviously,
before it didn't happen, something
yeah.
was happening. And they were on that sofa. That's literally one of my favorite scenes. You have no clue. Like, yeah, I love all the explicitness and everything, but the way that they leave something up to imagination and we just got the shot of their face, that does it for me.
Oh no, prior to them even making out on the sofa,
Yeah, they
I
were
remember
talking.
they're talking, and then when he said, "Oh, you speak Russian now," the way he
Oh,
looks
yes, yes,
up,
yes, 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 yes.
he was
How did we miss that? Okay, 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 okay. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Rewind, 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 rewind. Okay, okay. After the writing, they went to the kitchen because they're obviously starving because, they were doing some strenuous activities.
yes.
Ilya went into his refrigerator. Do you want a tuna melt? I have some ginger ale for you. Would you like
Oh,
that as well? Shane said, "You know how to make a tuna melt?" While he was gripping
it was
his
crazy.
ginger ale for dear life because Shane had no idea who this man woke up as. They went to sleep, and Ilya woke up a
Yes.
whole new man.
Different person, a whole different person.
I
Mind you,
said,
did you notice that Ilya was the only one that had that ginger Canada dry ginger, what do you call it,
mm-hmm,
ginger ale? He was the only one
ginger
that
ale.
had it.
Hmm.
Ginger ale, yeah.
And didn't complain about it. Didn't complain at all.
He
He said,
was
"This is the
only
only thing my man
one.
drinks, and I'm gonna have it stocked." And that's why I relate so much to Shane. Because, as black people, we love some ginger ale.
Oh,
I see myself so much in Shane. And that moment, that's when I knew that's my little cousin right there.
not my little cousin.
It's my little cousin.
So after that, after the kitchen scene, then they went to the couch, right?
And they were just
And
sitting
yeah,
there talking, watching hockey, like actually bonding over the sport that they play and they both love.
yes,
I was so shocked and freaked out seeing it because it's like we've only seen them be intimate with each other
yeah,
and they're actually connecting and they realize how much they genuinely like each other because before then their only reference is stalking.
yes.
Let me watch you on TV. Let me watch you
Yeah,
in a YouTube interview. Let me do this. Let me do that. They were probably reading magazine articles. I don't know if they had newspapers with clippings and stuff, but I know they had a couple clippings of each other in a book
yeah.
talking about this is Shane
And
and this is Ilya.
let me get this right. Was that also when that was when they're on the couch? That was when
Hmm
Shane asked Ilya about like his feelings for girls, right?
Ilya brought that up, yeah.
Okay, yes, yes, yes.
Because Ilya asked him, "So where are you playing next? What's your favorite
Yes.
places to play?" And Shane was just talking about everywhere he was go, pretty innocently. And then they were talking about all the hot places, and then he said, "Oh yeah, LA is pretty hot too." Ilya was like, "Yeah, they got some hot women."
Yeah. Then Shane was like,
He said,
"Ugh,
"Not this again." Like,
not
oh
this
brother,
again.
this guy
This guy
stinks.
stinks."
Trying to ruin the mood. Oh my God. Like, why are we bringing this up? And it's like Ilya knows how to communicate, but this is just a moment where they lose their minds when it's time to communicate their feelings. Because what in the world were you talking about, Ilya? Let's
Right?
start there. What question were you trying to get at? Because the way you went about it was in some of the most convoluted ways I've ever seen in my life. Because why couldn't you just ask him straight up? You know how much Shane appreciates directness because you can be direct when you want to be direct, especially when it comes to sexual stuff. You can be as direct as you want to
Fuck
be.
it. Exactly.
But when it's, hey, I'm bisexual, I'm still hooking up with women, do you have a grasp on your sexuality? Do you know where you stand? Because, baby, all I want is you. All I want is you. So please let me know if I can stop sleeping around. That's all he had to say. But Ilya, being the man that he is, the rage baiter that he is,
The rage toxic beta. Yes. But we still love Ilya though. But
we
yeah,
love him down.
yeah, that
But
was
those
when.
communication skills only got better in 2016.
So
In
do you
2000,
think
mhm.
let's go back to 2016? Do you
the,
think
the
that
the
was
conversations were
when
horrible in 2015, but 16,
horrible?
he got it together.
Yes, he got it together. So do you think that was when that whole conversation was what made Shane try to go for Rose?
Yes. Because also in the books, they say that Shane does hook up with other people, especially, I think, other women and men
Okay.
in the time that he is doing that with Ilya, but we don't ever see him explore. We got, what's his name? Hayden asking about Jessica, whose name is actually Jennifer, and how that went, but we don't actually know
Yes.
how far Shane went with them. Are you looking at the snow?
It is so ghetto out here. Like the ghetto.
hmm
Yeah. You mentioned Hayden, and
hmm
remember that was like the first scene.
hmm
Hayden asking him about Jessica,
Yeah.
So I think that episode almost everyone kept on asking him about like girls, women, and
hmm
maybe it was pressurized. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, and I think he realized that, okay, I'm in so deep with this man who I am really not sure genuinely likes me. Like he's doing all of the actions that
Yeah.
shows that he likes me, but when he speaks, stupidity drops out that mouth sometimes.
Yes.
And it's like, I think I need to go do me for a second. And here I met this amazing woman who he instantly clicked with. And I feel like that's why they went through with a relationship because sometimes when you have chemistry with people, you don't think that, oh, this is just going to be a friend.
Yes.
He didn't realize that this could just be a friend. I need more friends in my life. No, he said, "Let me go. Let me go try this out a little bit. Like I like her. She's cool." Ilya's also sleeping around. Like who would want to hear their man sleeping around? Their man of almost 4 years, five
Yes.
years.
Yes.
The man
Yeah.
in your head. Because hold on, the thing that people like try to say that they were just hooking up. Like there was no strings attached. Like they don't owe anything to each other. I'm sorry. What
Mm-mm.
normal person starts hooking up with someone and they don't already start planning their wedding in their head?
Like, come on.
Someone
And
with
for
that much
years,
chemistry. Like, yes, you can just hook up with a stranger that you met, like in the club that night, at a cafe, like at Dave and Buster's, literally anywhere. But
but this
when
is
you
different.
have that much chemistry with somebody and you're in the same boat and you know that person, but you don't really know them, yes, they're planning a future in their head. And we
Exactly.
see that in episode 6 when Shane takes how serious um Ilya's citizenship is and how he wants to possibly move teams, how he was staying up all night thinking
He was
about,
staying up
okay,
all night.
how do I come up with a plan for my man? You don't
Yes.
think all those years Shane was dreaming about being with this man?
Like,
So
come on.
yeah. Yeah, I think that that conversation put doubt in Shane's head and he was like, okay, maybe I do need to go explore a little bit because the guy that I've been dreaming about, maybe not is dreaming about me. And even if he is in this moment, I can't even process that we just said each other's names and like it's getting serious.
Yes.
So let's pump the brakes here. Let me retreat a little bit, get my bearings a little bit more. Cause yeah, that moment was so cute and adorable. They said each other's names for the first time, and it's just like that's a momentous moment, right? But literally 5 seconds before that, Ilya was asking him, "Do you like women?" So yeah, I'm gonna freak out a little bit, and now I'm gonna leave.
Watching it, I didn't even like, it never dawned on me that that was the first time they mentioned their names because they only mentioned like
Really?
Hollanov, they only mentioned like Hollanov,
Mm-hmm.
Rozanov,
Mm-hmm.
Rozanov or Hollander. But they not said Shane.
Yes.
Because Ilya
See?
said it first. Ilya said Shane. Shane has said Ilya. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice it. I was like, fuck. Then that thing was what made Shane. I don't know. Shane left. Shane. Okay. This part, I love this part so much because
Mm-hmm.
this was when Ilya knew that okay, maybe I fucked up by mentioning your name because it
Mm-hmm.
was like Hollander, Hollander. I was like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this is crazy.
Yes.
Oh, he was
And
like,
then he
don't
switched it
don't
up and
leave.
let Shane slip. You
Yes.
know he was trying to keep that in. And
Fuck.
then the way that like Shane, he kind of slowed down the pace of everything and like made
Yes.
it so serious when he said Ilya. When Ilya was doing it, it was in the moment. Like, oh my God, Shane, like this is overwhelming. And like, oh
It's
my God,
overwhelming. Yes.
Shane.
Yes.
But Shane slowed the moment down and was like,
Yeah.
Ilya.
He stood it down. Yes.
You see what I mean? Like it was up here. It was going like this, and their hands were going like this, and like the pace was
Yes.
going like this. But then he slowed it down. He brought
With
it back
Ilya.
down.
Yes.
And then Shane realized, oh shit, what did I just do? Like, what did I just do? Because Ilya, he was caught up in the moment, and like he really did mean it because he planned that whole pretty much weekend for them, or whenever it
Yes.
was during the day, that whole sleepover. So like Ilya was in the moment, right? But that then Ilya genuinely let that slip out. And for Shane to match him, Ilya was like, okay, okay, this is going good, this is going good. And then Shane realized, oh shit.
No,
No.
damn.
Yes.
Oh
So
no, no, no.
yes. That's what was going on in that moment. And the reason why that I noticed it is because it's one of the biggest tropes in romance, especially like books and TV shows and stuff. When a character calls them not by their first name, that means that when they call them by their first name, it's going to be like a real big
Big,
statement
yeah.
moment. So I was waiting for it the whole show. Like, when are they going to call each other by their first names? And when they did it in that moment,
That was
oh,
crazy.
I was so happy. And then Shane got his ass up and left. Yeah. So I went
Uh,
from like up here
yeah.
to
To like
down in the
down,
pits because
down.
why are we leaving? And the way that Ilya couldn't even communicate that, no, I want you to stay. Not that I want you to stay, I need you to
I
stay.
need you to
Because
stay.
this was
Yes.
me making up for all of the lost time, letting you sleep over, inviting you to my house, and then
Yes.
asking you to sleep over. This is me making up for lost time. And the way that I wined and dined you, wine, dined, and sexed you, this is me making up for lost time. And Shane, he got in his head. He is a big overthinker.
He
He
is.
said, I got to get the hell up out of here.
And
I
he
gotta
got up
do it now.
immediately. He didn't even waste time. He left.
The switch in the kiss was so abrupt. I said, "Oh, it's about to go downhill." because you could see them kissing and like they said each other's name and then they kissed like so passionately and then Shane started pulling away. I said, "Oh, we're going downhill."
I'm going down.
Down, baby. My whole world's upside down. Like he got the hell up out of there. Didn't even explain
Shut up.
himself. He said he couldn't even get a whole coherent sentence out. He said, "Yeah, I can't.
I I
I
can't
gotta
do it.
go."
Like I gotta go.
And
Cause it was
then
getting too serious.
yes, and then oh my God, all of the emotion in Connor's face when he kept saying Hollander,
Hollander.
Hollander.
Like
I
that
can't
was like,
act,
please
but
don't leave. Like I need you. Like you said, I need you.
it was all of the unspoken words that really did me. And that was the first time I started crying. And then I did not stop crying for the last two episodes. That was the first moment because you could feel all of the emotions. We couldn't hear it verbally because they don't know how to verbalize shit.
Yeah.
Okay? They just don't. But we got to feel it.
We felt it.
Oh, it felt like, I don't know, the episode just felt so like you could just feel the emotion. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, episodes one and two, they were good. And it set the pace, it set the tone, it set the chemistry. But episode three, we got into the emotion, we got into the depth. Episode four, we really went there and you just constantly felt that. And that's why I feel like episodes, I was about to say four, five, six are like really the emotional part and the highlight of me. But it starts with episode three. Because if Skip did not set the tone, we wouldn't have gotten that depth for the last four.
Yes.
So I feel like you were saying before, I get what you were saying. One and two, great, fabulous, loved it. But that last four,
The
we were
last
cooking
four
with
were
gas.
cooking good, like good. The last four, different, emotional depth, like everything
Oh,
was just amazing. The dialogue, the
mm-hmm.
storytelling, incredible. Then I think after that, he started dating Rose, and
Yes.
then
They followed up
Shane.
with the lack of
Yes,
depth between Hollanov because they couldn't express it with
yes.
Rose and that depth that Shane wants in his relationship. He can't quite um
Get the
get it
get.
and also like let yourself feel. I'm looking for a specific word, but I can't even think about it. He won't accept it, but he accepts it immediately with Rose. And so
Yes,
he brings that him and Rose's friendship that only lasted for like a month. I don't even think
true,
it lasted that long.
true,
But
true.
he brought everything that he learned with her to Ilya, and I feel like that was so special. And Shane's coming out scene, we got to do it one more time. We got to hit it. Cinema.
Cinema, cinema. Oh my gosh.
How did you feel watching that scene? Like, like,
I don't even.
can you even verbalize? I just, the tears were immediate. That's all I can
Yes,
say because you really feel it. And that's one of the moments where you see Shane really internalize whether he's going to tell this lady who he loves as a friend, he has so much admiration for. She helped him open up, she lets him be himself.
yes,
And there's just so much love between them. And it's like, I really didn't know if he was going to let himself accept himself in that moment and tell someone that he cares about and who he's safe with that yeah, I'm one of those closeted players in the league that you're asking about.
yeah.
And I don't know what to do. But the fact that even though he still couldn't verbally say, yes, I'm gay, he could only shake his head to the questions. That was still a moment of acceptance. And it broke me.
Oh,
It
it
broke me a
broke me.
lot.
It broke. I couldn't even cry because I'm like, this is the first scene for episode. This was episode five. It was episode
Hmm.
five, the first scene, and also Rose was so understanding. She was like, it's fine, like
Hmm.
it's fine.
She didn't push him at
She
all.
didn't push him at
No.
all, and she kept on saying that has he been with any other guy?
Hmm.
And he kept on thinking of Ilya
The
and how like,
flashback scenes,
oh
I could have
gosh,
done without that. That's
and
what
how it was
really got
yeah,
me.
it was so. Okay,
I was
we'll
like,
talk about it when we talk about episode five. With episode four, he started dating Rose. Shane
hmm.
was jealous. Shane was really fucking jealous because can you remember when they were about to play and then Shane, not Shane, Ilya. Ilya
Ilya,
was
I got
jealous.
what you're
Sorry.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ilya was so jealous. And
Hmm.
when we were about to play like the game, Shane looked at Ilya. Ilya did not look at him at
At
all.
all. And then before that, we got all of the scenes in the other episodes where Ilya was always waiting to get a glimpse
Yes,
of him and then like possibly like start talking and chit-chatting, especially at the All-Star game.
nothing. Yes,
During when they were actually in a match that was important, they would just
yes.
like look at each other and that was it. But this moment, Ilya did not
This,
even look at
he
him.
did not look at
He
him,
couldn't look
nothing.
over. I said, "Oh,
Oh,
we're in for the angst." If there were more episodes, I really wish they would have elongated the angst because wow, they know how to give it. But
yes.
what we got was perfect.
Was perfect.
Whew. And
And
then,
I
oh,
kind of
we didn't even talk about the moment where Ilya found out that Shane was in a relationship. And he found out on his phone. And then he went to stalk him some more. Like he was always updated on
always
what Shane was
update.
doing. And that's how he clocked who Miles was in the club.
Yes.
I know, like in the moment I was watching it, I wasn't really sure what Miles was doing. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, Miles, what do you know?
Yeah,
Like,
'cause I thought that Miles wanted to like hook up with Ilya. I don't know.
yeah.
That's what I thought. 'Cause also, Miles was like really, really good looking, by the way. Face card
I think that's
T.
why I also was very like distracted. Like, you can't put pretty
Yes.
people in front of me and make
Same
me
here.
and expect me to think.
Same
Because
here.
when I first watched it, I didn't hear Miles say that he was watching the game and that he doesn't mind watching sweaty hot men like run around and everything.
Yeah.
So there was that already like set up that Miles watched the game. He obviously knows some of the players. He knows who Ilya is because Ilya is the biggest face in hockey
Yes.
along with Shane. So they established that. Did I realize they established that in the moment? Absolutely not. I was
No.
worried about other stuff, okay? I was
Yes.
emotional. I wanted my people to be together. I wanted to see some angst. So I wasn't worried about what Miles was doing, okay? Face
Yeah.
card T, but
Face
I was
card
not paying
T.
attention. Was not paying attention.
But prior to that, I can't remember what happened. Something happened to Ilya when he was looking like in the mirror, and
Yes,
then
yes, yes. So
he was so angry.
he
Okay.
saw okay, so what happened was like his teammates showed him that Shane was dating Rose. He was mad.
It was red.
And no one questioned him. Like, you're not supposed to like
It's
this dude, but you
right.
were so emotional
So
about seeing
emotional.
paparazzi pictures. So then we get them at the game and everything, and they didn't talk. We talked
Oh
about
no no
that. They
this
wouldn't
was
even
no no
look at each
no
other.
no this was after the game when he said let's go to the he came out of
Yeah, so
the
the
tournament.
buildup was
Yeah,
them
the
not
build up.
talking
Yes.
at the match. And
Yes.
Shane, he had the nerve to want to scroll down to Lily's name in the phone
Yeah.
and try to act like he was gonna text Ilya. I said now,
No.
don't do that.
Don't
You
do
missed
that.
your chance. Don't do that. Don't do that right
Yes.
now. We're not doing that right now. So then Ilya, now the game's over. Ilya made
Yes.
sure though to slam him up against the board just to feel that man's body on his body. He made sure to touch his man. He said, if I can't have you any other way, I'm gonna do this while we're playing a game and let that
Yes.
be that. So after you know that's one of their favorite things to do to each other. That like physicality and like, that's just it gets them going. So now we're at the part where you're talking about Ilya is in the bathroom mirror contemplating his life. He was like, I was ready to lay down with this man and bare my soul.
Oh
But
my
now he went
soul.
and got him a girl. He is dating a movie star. And like we obviously know how good they are as hockey players, right? But there has to be some insecurity there that you went out and got with this movie star. Am I not good enough? Like, am I not good enough for you? We've never heard about the women that he hooked up with because they're clearly
Yes.
not like celebrities or anything. But he went and got the biggest movie star probably in that universe at the moment. So Ilya is like, am I not good enough?
I'm not good
I'm
enough.
already kind of insecure about just my love life in general and what I bring to the table emotionally for somebody because my father is a horrible man and all he does is put me down. And this moment right here, you went out and got a movie star. This is making me very insecure. So I'm gonna stare at my sexy self in the mirror and I'm about to go to the club. He said, I'm about to go dance
I'm
this
about to go
out.
to
And
exactly.
he couldn't, he said, I'm about to go dance this out and sex this out with some random stranger in the club. And he couldn't even do that. Where he finds peace is the club. He
Is it
he
called-
had no peace in that club. He saw Miles after stalking, and he knew immediately that Rose was there. And if Rose was there, Shane was there.
Yes, that whole scene was so incredible. From immediately they entered the club down to the score. The score was
All the things he said.
no, that
All the
was the
things he said.
second. No, that was the second song. The first
Hmm.
song was
What was it? I thought it
I
opened up
can't
with that.
open my head.
Yeah, it was the whole song throughout. So they did the original and then they did like a cover of the song towards the end. So
Oh,
literally for a 5 minute block, we were just listening to that song. So yeah, it was all the things
that
you said.
was incredible.
So
Then
good.
when he saw Miles and then he turned, the song kicked in.
Hmm.
Like pure cinema. The way
They
he
were cooking.
turned,
I don't even know how
they
you
were
think up
cooking
something like
hard.
that, but the minds in the writing room, in the directing room, in the script room, there's some brilliant people
And then
that
Shane
need all the
Shane saw
praise.
Shane saw Ilya's friends
Hmm.
and he knew that Ilya
Hmm.
was here.
Yes, the way that they know the people that they surround themselves with, so then they
It's
can
crazy.
clock when they're
Like a
around.
clock, it's
Crazy.
crazy.
We don't talk about how crazy they are, actually. They're insane. They're two insane people, okay?
Also, why
Mhm.
was Miles? Miles was breathing all up on Shane.
I thought that maybe they were, hooking up. Like
Yeah,
there was something that
maybe.
we didn't see, but like Miles was just, I don't know. He was just doing him in the moment. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like
No,
Miles,
but
why'd you
that
think that
whole
you could do
scene,
that?
well, exactly, that whole scene was like, and then this guy was making out, Ilya was making out with somebody,
Oh, that was so.
and
That was
The way
that
Shane
was
just stopped and they
so
kept on looking at each
delicious.
other.
And it's like, that that moment probably only lasted 2 seconds, but the way they directed it, it showed that the world stopped
It
because they
stopped.
saw each other. Because I know Shane was not sitting there for like 15 minutes looking at him.
No, it
Because Rose would have been
stopped.
like, Shane, are you okay? What are you doing? Miles, with his touchy-feely ass, he would have came up behind him and be like, you okay, Shane? You need some help going to the bathroom? Like, let me follow you. You drunk? You were drinking. You need some help. So like the world stopped and they
It
saw each other.
stopped. But that song was so perfect. She said all the
The
things
things
I
he
said.
said, run it to my head, run it to my head,
It
run it
was
to
so
my head.
perfect.
And then when they started repeating, this is not enough to show that what they're both doing in the moment without each other was not
Was not
enough,
enough.
big brain did. Like I said, I don't know where they cooked up like all of this from, where Rachel cooked this up from, and then how they developed it in the series. We gotta hit it
So,
one more time.
cinema. What songs do you think would have been also perfect for that
That
whole,
whole scene.
or in fact, what songs remind you of
Oh, of Hollanov in
Shane?
general.
Yes,
Didn't I
Shane
tell you
and
I had a
yes,
list?
yeah.
I have a short list because I like forgot about it after a week. Okay, but my main one. Ooh, there have been some edits to this song, One of Your Girls by Troy Sivan, because
Mm.
I feel like that would fit perfectly. Like, call me when you need somebody. I'll be one of your
Oh,
girls. When
that's a
that
good one.
angst was going on, like,
That's a
you see?
cool.
You see?
I see it. I see it.
Like, give me a
Definitely
call whenever you need me.
need
I'll be like
me.
one of your girls. Another was Dancing on My Own, which we both agreed
Oh,
on.
I keep dancing
Mm,
on my
I'm in the
own.
corner watching you
What's it
kiss her.
now?
Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
standing
God,
right here.
perfect.
Why can't you see me? But they did see
That's the
each other. Well,
perfect.
they did see each other. And people don't want to admit it, but they both got turned on by seeing each other. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Because that scene was hot. And I love when characters try to make each other jealous.
Mhm.
That does something
Spicy.
to
Yes.
me. And it did something to them because of the
It
way
did.
the episode ended about them thinking about each other. Oh yeah. I only had three more songs. So this another song was 12 to 12 by Somber.
Okay, I don't know it.
In a room full of people, would I look to you? Would you avoid me?
Hmm.
Or would you avoid me? Or would you look for me too? That's the main part of the song where I'm like, that's perfect because they're both ignoring each other in the club until they saw each other face to face. And then another one is Pillow Talk by Zayn because they love the pain and the pleasure, especially, when they're in the bedroom and they're doing, you know. And
That's a
then
good one.
this song, I don't even know if people know I think they're a band duo called Tennis, and the song is called Desire, and it's talking about feeling the weight of desire and
Hmm.
like not wanting to give in, but you want to give in because you desire this person so much. And I feel like that
Yes.
explains Hollanov so well. I would play you the song, but copyright. We can't do all
Copyright.
that.
Exactly.
And then my last song, I wanted to give them some R&B. Actually, my two songs. Climax by Usher.
Hmm.
Going nowhere fast. We reached the climax.
Climax.
Are we together or are we not? Like, I feel like that's a perfect song. And then to end it out, Two Hands to Heaven by Beyonce.
Oh,
The
perfect.
bridge.
I've
I've been
been
waiting
waiting. Like perfect.
my
The list
whole
is so perfect.
life for you and
You
I.
perfect.
This the
No.
real you. We gotta sing.
Oh, no, no,
This the
no,
real
no.
me.
Me?
They can't do
Oh,
nothing
no,
but
no, no.
envy. Ooh, bliss,
Ah, no.
please. Yeah,
This is the
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
list. This list is
Ah,
perfect.
ran through me like
Perfect.
water.
What? My
You
hips,
grab
my
my
dip.
hips. You grab, I cry.
You had so many, you had like three songs that are the Shirley Robin. I never
hmm
thought of Two Hands to Heaven, but now I'm like, whoa, Two Hands to Heaven is like really perfect for Hollanov. Perfect.
Do you have any songs?
I think the one song I have is probably Thinking About You, Frank Ocean. That's like the one song that like I just whenever I just sit down, I'm like,
Wait,
yeah,
wait. There, I'm thinking, I hear the song in my head. The
thinking
first
about
scene in the
you.
hotel. A tornado flew around my room because Shane kept changing his
Oh,
outfits. He was so nervous. Excuse the mess you made.
that's what the mess you
Excuse the mess I
made.
made. This usually doesn't happen, okay? Yes. The way I think in songs sometimes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
This video is gonna be long as fuck.
Oh, long as hell. We're just yapping away,
I'm
and you
just
know what?
yapping
It's
away. It's
fine.
crazy.
It's fine. Like
So I think the way it ended was just obviously
them, Ilya in the shower,
yes, thinking about
Shane sleeping
Shane
with Rose.
and thinking about Ilya. Yup.
I was not expecting that. When
I was
they
not
looked up
expect.
at us, I said,
I
"Baby,
was
stop looking at me. Do not break the fourth wall.
tell me when to look. Like
Why are you
oh
breaking the fourth wall with me? Like I can't do this because there was too much intensity there. And Ilya is already intense enough, but to turn those eyes on me, leave me alone.
ah, leave me alone.
Actually, leave me out of this. Okay? Look, I already wanted to be in my own chair in the corner of the room during the Vegas scene, at the MLH Awards. Like I wanted to be in the room where it happens. What did Aaron Burr say? I want to be in the room where it happens, the
The
room where it
room that
happens,
happens.
the
The
room.
room that happens.
I wanted to be in that room so badly. So you looking at me is inviting me into the room, and I don't think you understand what you're doing. Like if you want to invite me to jump through the screen, I'm gonna do it. And then it's gonna be real weird for all of us. So stop. Like this might get a little crazy once I enter the room, so please stop looking at me.
See, that's how it
I
ended,
was
and I was
thinking,
like, damn, I don't want to see this, but like the fact that Ilya didn't even like he didn't get
bring
anyone.
anybody home. That was his goal going out there. But then he saw Shane and he was like, "Oh, I can't be a whore tonight.
No,
I
I
gotta
can't
go
be a
home."
whore
He
tonight.
can't. You realize he's only a whore when Shane's not around.
True.
He said, "My man's in the club. I gotta act right." He said, "I gotta act right tonight. I might do some feeling in the club. I might touch this pretty lady, but I gotta go home alone."
And he did.
Okay, also the fact that we just met each other today and we're talking like probably like 4 hours. Oh my God, it's
Crazy.
4 o'clock.
Yo, that's why I said this video is gonna be long. Because I'm not talking about the
Oh,
best episode, episode five and six, five especially.
so the episode
Episode,
ends. Do we have
yeah.
anything else for episode 4 on how that ended?
Um,
Or was that 5? That was 4. That was 4.
that was four. I feel it ended perfectly. That whole scene was so perfect. The score, the cinematography, everything was incredible. Cinema, like we said, pure cinema. And I just keep on playing it's Tattoo, yeah, Tattoo's all the things she said running through my head. I keep on playing it. So that p episode four, perfect.
Wait, I think that was episode 5.
Was it four? No, that was four. Five is we know five.
Oh, we We know
We
five.
know five.
We know five.
Five changed
Okay.
the game. I feel like episode five is the
You know why
episode.
I got confused? Because episode 5 is when Shane came out, and we were already talking
Yes.
about that. We started talking about
Yes.
the clothes.
That's
That's
what
why
I
I was so
said. Yes, hold on.
confused.
Yes. Ask me personally, episode five to me is the episode of this season.
It is. It is.
It's nothing. I'm not even reaching. I feel like it's the best piece of one of the best TV episodes I've seen for a TV show this
Hmm.
year.
It was
It
such a
was,
perfect hour of television. I
it
completely
was,
agree. Even though
it
there's like some
was.
great TV shows that came out this year, but when a
Yes.
show connects with you emotionally, yes.
Emotionally. And I feel like I didn't even really get emotional like that for episode five because
Hmm.
it was happening too fast and it was a lot to digest. I couldn't even cry. I was like, fuck. Do you understand? It was episode six that made me really cry because it was more,
Really.
it's just like, look how far I've come. Like,
The
when episode
payoff was
five.
so good. But yeah, episode 5, let's see what happens. So we talked about Shane coming out and everything.
Yes.
Ilya and Svetlana, they were in the car together, and Svetlana was again dropping hints that
Yes.
you and Jane, what's going
I
on with
hope
that?
she's was like, I hope he is happy. Well, I can't remember how she said it, but she
When at
clocked
the funeral, hmm.
yes, at the funeral, she clocked that Jane, is it Jane or Lily? Okay, no, Lily is Ilya.
Hmm.
Jane is Shane.
Hmm.
So, oh, that makes sense. Oh
You
my
said, oh, it just
God.
clicked.
It just clicked.
Oh
Whoa.
no, oh no.
Lily like Ilya.
It's a little bit too late for that. It
It's
just
too
clicked.
late.
It's too late. I'm sorry. Like I've been with you this whole time, but that's it's too late for that.
Oh my God. But anyway, she's
Mm-mm.
like,
One thing too, heated rivalry,
Fury.
flip it
You're
around,
around. Oh,
Hollander
no,
and
hold on.
Rozanov.
That makes sense. Oh my God.
HR,
Oh,
HR, yes.
HR.
Yes.
Y'all are so smart. I'm slow. I'm sorry.
Like five weeks later, and you said,
Five.
I
Five
just got a
weeks ago. I
vision.
just.
I just got a vision. Did y'all know?
But yeah, like she clocked that Jane is a he. And I can't remember
Hmm.
how she said it.
So they were in the car, they were talking, so how's Jane? Da 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 da. Oh, we're not like anything serious. And then
Yeah.
she brings up, oh, Sasha says hi. She
Yeah.
keeps bringing up Sasha because she knows, like, you were messing with that man. She
True.
knows. Like,
True.
she's known you're bisexual the whole time.
Yes.
Probably since you've been friends. So she was always
Yeah.
dropping hints like, hey, you can be comfortable with me and you can
With
tell me
me.
this.
Yeah.
And I love that for her because she
Mhm.
never pushed. She just always was trying to create that space. Like, let
Yes.
that know. She was holding space for when
Yeah.
he was able to admit that he's been messing around with a guy for
Yeah.
almost 10 years. And I love that about
Mhm.
Svetlana.
She knows she's sweet. We love her. I feel like I'm even jumping. Because episode five was so important. We can't just like
Hmm.
I don't really want to jump like there's so many like key important
Okay.
scenes.
Okay, let's go
So
over them.
after Shane and Rose broke up,
Hmm.
Shane went to see Ilya. It was time for them to
It was at the
play
All-Star game in
the
Florida,
All-Stars, yeah.
and they were finally all on the same team.
And
And that's when
did you clock that there was it I can't remember what scene it was, but when Ilya smiled, it felt like it wasn't Ilya. It felt
yes,
like it
I
was
said that in my
Connor.
reaction
Yes, you
because the way
said
that
it.
he was
I'm like,
so
how did you fucking clock it?
gleeful.
What's so
Because
gleeful?
I didn't see it. Well, I saw it like obviously when I was watching it, but I didn't comment on it.
Yeah,
I was thinking in my head, there's so many things that people don't understand when you're reacting to something. You think in your head, but you
yeah,
don't say out loud. And sometimes what
yes,
you say out loud is kind of stupid and like it doesn't
yes,
make sense. But when you're thinking in your head, I thought that's Connor. That
yes.
smile was so
That smile
excited and
was
so happy. And the way that he has like the most joyful smile in this whole wide world, and he just
it
laughed and
goes.
giggled. I was like, that's Connor.
Ugh,
And then another point where I feel like not necessarily like breaking character, but their actual personality like shine through their character was when not Hudson, Shane got injured and he was in the hospital and he was being so playful because he
so
was
playful.
on the drugs and stuff. That was so
It was
Hudson and like he
it
got
was
to be
like
so
Ilya.
free.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, that
It
was so
was so
sweet.
cute. And I'm like, those are two moments where I saw Connor and Hudson. Like everywhere else, they were so much in character and there was
Yes.
no bleed through, but those are the two moments I was like, that's Connor and that's Hudson.
That's hot scene. Oh, that makes so much
Yes.
sense. But yeah, that
But
scene was
when
like
they were at the bar
at the
and Ilya was
bar.
like, maybe we're gonna learn a lot about each other this weekend.
And he
And
kept on making sure to know if he has actually broken up completely with
or are they
Rose.
still together? Yeah.
Yes.
Someone, you know how some of the comments like to give little spoilers, and you're just like, oh, thank
Yes.
you for that. But like, I don't want to know because
I
like
don't
I
want to,
haven't read the
yes.
books. But they were saying that Ilya thought that Shane and Rose were gonna be engaged. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. Like,
No,
that's what he thought in the books, and okay, but that's a little bit too soon. They've only been
too
together for
soon.
about a month.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like,
oh,
come on.
okay. So maybe he thought that they were more serious than they were, not knowing that Rose basically
Yeah.
just said, we gotta break up because we're besties.
Yes.
That's it.
We're besties, exactly. We're
hmm
family, not, you
Not
know,
that. No, no, no. You
not
do not
that.
need to,
No.
you kind of don't need to be inside me ever again. Like,
Exactly.
we
He was
cool.
stiff. I'm like, what's wrong with the Bob? Something. He was so stiff.
Like nothing was. I rewatched like in the moment when I saw it, I thought that it was giving something. I thought it was giving a little something. I rewatched it again.
No.
I said, "Shane, girl, give
He
me
wasn't
nothing."
moving those hips. He was stiff. Like,
Nothing was going
damn,
on.
nothing was going on.
I was
But yeah,
like, "Wow."
they had the conversation, and um, obviously, like we said, Connor was the way Connor was so cheerful and like very
hmm
happy, and you could tell that that was Connor, not
hmm
Ilya.
hmm
And then there was something he did where he came out of the pool, and
Oh,
oh
that whole pool
man,
scene was so adorable. Wait, him playing with the kids and everything.
that was
It
so
was like
adorable.
that was the moment where he was gonna start letting his guard down.
Yes,
And even though he wasn't sure what the word compatible meant, he heard in his head, my man is free. So you know
yes,
what? Let's make the most of this All-Star weekend and let's be happy. That pool scene was so cute.
so cute.
And it's like we know that he didn't have a good childhood. We know that, right? So then to see him being so playful and joyful with kids was probably, you know how people say I was healing my inner child? It probably heals his inner child a little bit to be so
Yes,
playful and happy with little kids. So I was
it
like,
definitely did.
that's a cute moment. But the moment you were talking about is when he got his ass up at that pool and shook
Oh
his hair all over
yes.
Shane. Yeah, you said let me get to the nitty
Like,
gritty.
come on.
You said let me talk about the body. You said let's talk
Body
about
tea,
that.
everything was tea. I'm like,
hmm
damn.
And
And
the
then I
way that
went
he
to,
kept trying to connect Shane in that moment to the kids and like it was
yes,
so cute. Like they really gave in to being friends. And then the next scene was them on the beach and they
that
wanted to touch each other's hand.
it was so moonlight coded in terms of where two of them were like at the beach, the cinematography, down to them grabbing like that. They're about to grab their hands, and it was
Play
just
just a little
moonlight,
bit,
just a little
just a little
bit.
nudge because they haven't talked for at least I think two
Yes,
months or so.
yeah.
So that was the moment where like, hey, are we gonna do this
Are we
thing?
going to do this? And this one, this time around, it was completely different from the other times when they meet each other because
hmm
now they know that, okay, this is very serious.
I loved how Ilya started the conversation with, I found you. And Jane said, oh, you're
Yeah.
looking for me. I
Oh,
love their banter so much because they just get each other. And there was at episode one, Shane wasn't sure like how Ilya joked around and stuff because that man's a jokester. He likes to crack a
yes.
joke in any minute, in any moment. He was like, oh, you look pretty. And he didn't flirt back and was like, oh, you think I'm pretty and everything? I was like, oh, I don't know if Shane gets it. I don't know if he's on it yet. But in this moment here, he learned. He knows his man. He knows that he needs to banter back. So when he said,
Yes.
oh, you're looking for me?
For me,
I said, yes, these two finally get each other. And the fact that Ilya was like initiating the closeness, even though he like still doesn't know if he can go there because Shane just rejected him. And that was really big, that moment for Ilya. And it was big for both of them in different ways, but Ilya really put himself out there by planning that whole day and everything. So this
yes.
moment here, he was still very unsure, but he still came and found his man and sat down on the beach and they touched. And Shane said, can I come to your room? Ilya said, yeah. He finally said yes.
Yes.
He
He said
finally,
yes.
instead of telling that man no, he finally said yes. But then when we get to the room, we have a serious conversation.
Yeah, it was completely different from every other, it was very
hmm
serious.
Like as soon as Shane came in and sat down, that's when I knew, oh, we're really about to talk. Ilya, he was kind of joking about we can get to know each other. But Shane said, sit your ass down. We're about to get to know each other. So they got really serious. I cried during that scene. And like I know you're trying to stop yourself from crying, but I just the flood came out because Ilya, he like denies himself. And Shane has learned not to do that. And I
Mhm.
love the growth in this moment. And then finally, Ilya was like, even though he kept saying, "You don't like me. You don't actually like want to be with me. You don't like any of the like his insecurities were showing." But when he finally broke down and started crying, I said, "Okay, this is the breakthrough that we've all been needing." He was able to
Yes.
explain to Shane that I can't really do this because of Russia. I can't do this because of my father, my brother. Like, I have so many things going on. My dad is sick. I need to take care of my dad, even though I think that he hates my guts. I don't think he ever really loved me, but this obligation that I have to my father, I just can't do that all because I want to be with you so desperately. And I feel like that was the moment where Shane finally understood where he's been coming from, especially when he pushes him away. So I thought that was so amazing. And then when Shane was comforting him and like telling him not to cry,
Yeah, that was
and
so
like,
sweet. Like, fuck.
and that's what really made episode 5 for me. Like, there were
Yeah,
so many
that's
good moments. I don't want to think about it too much because these waterworks are easy for me.
same here.
I don't want to
I
think
too feel
about
like
it.
the standout scene for me in episode 5 was obviously Ilya talking to Shane on the phone.
Hmm.
That whole
I loved, wait, I love that they talked on the phone for the first time. It was like so important, I feel like, for them to finally up their communication because it was just text messages before then. And
yes.
then whenever they saw it, and then they finally
Wait,
started talking on the phone.
wait, that's true. I never clocked it.
Yeah.
They never it was mostly texting,
Mm,
chatting. Never
casual. The
God.
phone, they leveled up.
Yeah, it first started when what's his name? Ilya's father died
Hmm.
and Shane kept on calling him to know if he was okay,
Hmm.
but he never picked up the call.
Hmm.
Then he finally called Shane. Shane was wearing his glasses. First of all,
Hmm.
Shane in those glasses,
So cute.
so cute. And then
Hmm.
Ilya was like, I didn't know you wear glasses.
Uh-huh.
Please put them back on.
Keep them
So
on.
keep
He,
them
he just
on.
kept hounding
He
that
kept
man to get those glasses on.
keep it back on,
He said
please.
glasses, glasses. That was
And
so
that's it,
hot.
glasses. So, and
Glasses.
something about me, I'm so to me, I feel people who wear glasses are so attractive as fuck. I know they are mini blind. I know they can't really see, but it's fine because it makes them so hot. And then Shane now told
Wait,
Ilya,
wait. So you're calling me hot?
well,
Thank you.
yes.
Well, yes. Like we couldn't leave that there. I couldn't like
Oh no, definitely. People who wear glasses.
yeah.
I would say
No.
you I wish I could I know you guys are mini blind. You guys can't
Oh,
really see well,
real
but
bad.
it's fine.
You don't
It's
understand.
fine.
Like I'm kind of worried. You don't understand.
So are you like short-sighted or long-sighted?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, meet in the middle and dance all night. Both. Like, I can only see clear this close up to my face.
Okay.
So yeah, both. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah,
That's
kind of worried about old age here, but I'm still young.
but it's fine. It makes you look good as hell. But yeah, and then Shane told Ilya, what do you want me to do? Like, you can
Hmm.
always call. Like
He
it
let him
doesn't
know that I'm there for
I'm there
you.
for you. I
Yes.
remember watching it and in my mind I was like, okay, Ilya, this is the time to let your emotions out.
Hello. I
Ilya
always
said,
think that when we're in a moment like that, but what does he do?
he said, take off your clothes. I was like, no,
I said
no,
that was not the tone of the conversation at all.
no.
How do we were here. You just took
But
it to
yeah,
here.
he said, take off your clothes and leave the glasses on.
Yeah.
Leave the glass.
He said, "You know how you can make me feel better?"
I
And I said, "Wow, I thought, we are gonna get a little bit emotional here." But he said, "I already did that.
already did
I did
that.
that a week ago. That's enough. That's enough for
No,
this month." He said, "I hit my quota." Shane, stop asking me. Stop asking me questions. He even said that when Shane came over. Was that same episode? I don't know, but he was like, "Shane, you ask too many questions. I can't keep doing
yeah,
this with you. Like we just got done 2 seconds
we just
ago."
got done.
It was that same episode, I think.
I
Oh,
think
the
The
funeral was right
funeral,
after
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't really care much for his brother
Alexi,
and
yeah. I was
I
I
don't
was
care.
hoping he would
But
actually punch him and like beat his
true,
ass for real, but
I
we
don't
didn't get
care
that.
for
So,
that story. But
hmm.
that funeral scene was important because of Savlana when
Hmm.
she said that
Yes. I
What did she
hope
say? I can't
James know
believe
how lucky he is.
how lucky he is.
Hmm.
Yes. That whole
Hmm.
scene was so important. And then she kissed him.
And they told each
That,
other that they loved each other, which I don't know
yes.
if they like usually say that or if it was like really
Yeah.
important in that moment, but I love that he said, "You know I love you, right?" And she's like, "Yes, of
Yes.
course I know, but not as much as you love Jane." And you know
Jane.
what? Go get your man while you're at it.
Yes. And then he called him. That whole scene.
Oh my goodness. I was hoping that Ilya would eventually
I'm
explain
sorry. I was
himself.
about to just cry thinking about that scene. I'm
Oh
sorry. Okay,
goodness.
yeah. Go on, go on,
Control
go
it,
on.
control it, control it.
Control
Because
it.
if you start
Control it.
crying, then I might start crying, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
control it.
Yeah,
I
please.
can't
Okay,
do
go
that.
on. Go
These people
on,
have seen me
please.
cry for at least 50 minutes in total.
Oh,
Because we,
okay.
if you stop it, I
Okay.
can't
I'm finding it. Okay, go
find
on.
it. Find it.
Mhm.
You be just like Shane and Ilya. Keep it in. Keep it in tight because I can't do it. It was so incredible. First of all, for Shane to know that after Ilya said, English is hard right now. I can't explain myself. Like there's a lot going on. I'm very emotional. The funeral, everything, my brother. English is hard. So Shane said, let me be there for him. And even though I'm not gonna know what he says, tell me in Russian. And just the flood that happened of Ilya
Just
saying everything. Oh my God.
everything. I'm a human being and they just keep on leeching off me,
All I hear is more
taking
Ilya, Ilya, more,
more,
more, more,
more,
more.
more, more.
And we find out that everyone hates him and he hates being there. So every time that he was telling Shane, oh, I have to go to Russia, he was basically saying, I'm about to go to hell. And
Yes.
then I have to fight my way out every time I come back. Like he always denies himself a little bit after he comes back from Russia. But this time it was different because he cut ties with everybody who held him back. Like, yes, his daddy died. Do we care that his daddy died? Absolutely not. Okay.
No,
Like,
absolutely
ding dong, the
not.
witch is dead. Goodbye.
Oh, he passed away? Oh, all right.
Oh, clap if you care.
It was obviously sad. He was sad, and
Hmm.
the only person you could call was actually
And
Shane.
I love that he texted, "Can I call you?"
And I
Because
call
he
you.
realizes that Shane, I can actually trust him to be vulnerable. I can. We're finding it again. Wait, that one hit me.
No one hit
That
me.
one hit me. I don't want to cry.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Deep
then he
breaths, drink of
just,
water.
yeah. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm-hmm.
he just said, I can't vividly remember everything
Mm-hmm.
well that he said during that scene, but I remember
Basically,
him.
yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
just tell me what he said. 'Cause I
Oh
can't
yeah,
really
he was
remember.
he was basically saying that like everyone uses him, he doesn't want to be here anymore, and like he hates who he is when he gets around these people, and that he doesn't have anyone. But then he realized, no, I have Svetlana, and that's when people were like, as soon as I heard the name Svetlana,
Svetlana.
I would
Yes.
have turned on my Google Translator so I record the
Oh,
conversation so I could
yes.
translate it. But I feel like well, Shane does not know that him and Svetlana are only friends because they have hooked up before. But like,
Yeah.
that's just they bring each other up when they want to make each other jealous. That's it. Okay, like
Yes.
that's why they bring out Svetlana and Rose. But he's like, I have Svetlana, and then like it was killing him so much that he knows that he has Shane, but he can't express to Shane how much he loves him. And he was like, I hate it because all I want is you. All I think about is you. And when he was like,
I
fuck.
think it, I think he said something like, I love Savannah,
Yes, yes,
but
yes, yes.
not as
As
much
much as I
as
love you.
love.
Yes. 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 Put that hand down, control it. No, we're not doing it right now. And like the fact that he
Just
could
said it
admit
has always
that,
been, yeah, it says it has always been you.
it's always been you.
And
For how many? It's always, oh no, it's happening. It's happening. It's
no, it's
always,
not gonna control it, control it, control it, control it, control it, control
it's
it.
always been you.
It's
And you
always
don't know
been
how much
you.
I love you.
And then he paused. He
And then
paused.
Shane with that little smile on his face after he said,
Shane,
okay, I'm done.
Shane didn't understand what the fuck he was saying.
And
Shane was
he
just
just said,
nodding.
my man sounds amazing right now, pouring his heart out to me. He said the fact that he called me and he wants to speak Russian to me. Oh, he was so happy. I have no idea what he said. Okay, I controlled it. Okay, okay, okay.
That's
I
good.
controlled it.
I love the fact that when the way Ilya paused. before he could say he loved him. Because it was like, if I say this, that means like I'm fucked. Like
I'm finally admitting it.
I'm
It's
finally
taking me
admitting
so
it.
long. I've known it in my head for probably 5 years at this point. But if I say this to this man right now, then that means I have to accept that about myself, that
Yes.
I can be with someone who makes me feel all of these emotions and that I am worthy of love and I can give love as well. Wait, that he can give love. You don't want to see
Control
me
it.
cry right now.
Control it, please. Control it.
Wait, do you see the
I can see
glistener?
it. Control it. I'm not looking. Tell me when to look.
Oh, you went to look. They're
Tell me
about
when
to
to look.
fall. Yeah, yeah. See, you shouldn't have brought me back because I was ready to move on.
No, I had to because that scene was everything.
It was. Okay, okay. What else happened in episode 5?
Okay, we're good.
Oh, when Shane was like, I wish I could learn Russian. And he was like, yeah, I wish he could learn Russian too. And
After he had said he loved him, but he didn't understand what he said.
yeah. And then Shane was like, "Oh, what's the Russian phrase for I wish you were here right now?" And instead of Ilya being like, "Oh, this is how you say it," he responded back in Russian saying, "I
Yeah, I
wish I
wish I
was
was
there
there
too."
too. And then everything happened. They're playing their game.
Shane gets
Yeah,
injured.
and their chemistry was insane. Even playing the game, the chemistry was insane.
The fact that Shane got injured 5 seconds into the game starting, I said, "Are you serious?"
Are you serious? And oh my God, Ilya was so worried. Even the commentators were like, they have
Yeah,
never seen this guy's
Shane be
rivalry
yeah, Ilya
being
be so
so
concerned.
concerned.
They're like,
Like
even the captain is worried because he took a
even the
hard
cap,
hit there.
they had no idea that he was worried for his soulmate, his lover, not. And then Shane, they said, "Oh, we've called. The coach has called your dad. That it's fine." He said he's going to be worried. He's going to be worried.
They're
They're
like,
like, "No,
"Who?
your
Your
dad,
dad? Yeah, it's
your
fine.
dad."
Your coach is calling. It's okay. It's okay."
He said, "No, Ilya."
Ilya.
Okay, I think. Okay. Uh,
I might just have to let it happen. I might just
Don't
have
let it
to.
happen. No! Hold it in. And that's when they went to, obviously, the hospital.
We got into that. That was
They got into that.
cute.
And then they told him about the cottage.
Yeah,
You know?
I was planning for you to come to the cottage.
Yeah,
Will you
come to
come
the
to my
cottage.
cottage?
Yeah.
And even though I saw it in the moment that Ilya, he was really struggling because he was like, I'm so emotionally invested. And if he keeps getting hurt or if something happens to
Yeah.
him, I'm not going to be able to deal with myself. He wasn't going to go to the cottage, but in my head, I already knew he was going because duh, like, duh. So I didn't even acknowledge that he was just placating Shane because duh, he's going to the
Yeah.
cottage. So yeah, Ilya, he didn't want to go. You know, he was
You know
putting up
what?
a fight like
Yes.
they like to
But you
do,
knew, yes.
but he was going.
There's something I noticed in the hospital say that I didn't really catch until eventually
Hmm.
when Ilya was leaving. And then he told Shane, shh, like so that he won't
I
tell
saw that
them. I did catch it.
because
I was like, fuck.
he was talking so much. He's like, okay, bye,
Yes.
Ilya. Thank you for coming. See ya. See you next season.
And
He kept
Shane was
talking.
like, is that like shh?
Yeah, he's like, shh. Because
And then what
he was
happened?
gonna spill the beans. He was gonna say something.
Yes,
If Ilya stayed in that
he
room any longer,
was.
he was going to. Let's see what happened. Oh, the episode ends with the skip kiss because Scott won.
That was history.
History.
History. He said,
I oh,
he said, do you know what this is? This is history.
this
He
is
made history.
oh my God. And like I didn't think that we were gonna see him at all. I thought we were just gonna see him win and like Scott get his big like accolades and everything because it's been
Yeah,
20 years and I don't know if he's been with the Admirals for that long or how long he's been, but they haven't won. And I think that was the first time he won the cup. So it was so important. I thought that was the end of the episode. But when they got into the scene and we saw Scott start looking around like, I won, but I have no one to share it
no
with.
one.
All
Because
these people. Yeah.
teammates had their own loved ones,
Hmm.
families, their wives, kids, everything. He had no one,
Hmm.
nobody. That was like quite sad.
Yeah. And then he realized in that moment, like, this is my moment. I don't know if him and Kip have been having that conversation because it's technically been 3 years since we saw them at that point,
Yes.
but they were obviously clearly together. And for Kip to bring his slow ass down there on the ice Because why did it take him so long?
It took him so long. And
So long to get down
Scott
there.
kept on saying, come,
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 he's like, if you don't hurry up, come. It's been 3 minutes.
come.
Come down there. And Kip didn't even hesitate though. He kept being like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" But you were walking your ass down there. But he got on the ice, and then they made history.
And I
Just
love
made
the way
history.
Ilya and Shane witnessed it, and the way the camera like panned into their faces,
Hmm.
and like it was just history.
Shane's mind was broken. He was like, "Oh my God, you can do that?
You
Like
can do
this
that.
can happen." And Ilya, in turn, he was so determined. He said, "Oh, this is okay."
Yes.
And they just paved the way. Like, I can be with my man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking my ass to Russia because why am I even going there? Like, what am I doing? Why am I going back to Russia? He called up Shane.
The
I'm coming to the
Welcome to
cottage.
Cottage. Straight up.
And
Ilya
then
was, Shane
Shane's
was like,
he was like,
was God.
he looked so cute in that moment. Shane did. He
Yeah,
was
he
like,
did.
oh my God. He was
He
like
was
his
God.
eyes were so adorable. But the just kept making history. It was it's like moments like these where even though it is fiction, it's so important. Oh,
Yes,
you hear the
it is.
voice? Wait, it's so important for people to see stuff like that. And like, you might need to take over. Finish my sentence. You're my twin now. Finish my sentence
Okay,
now.
it's
I
so
can't do it.
important.
I
It
can't
is so
do it.
important for people to see things like this, especially like for queer people. It's so important to see like representation. This like really, really matters for queer people. And yeah, because obviously what Scott did was very brave. It could have
Hmm.
affected his career. But if he didn't do that, Ilya won't have been able to want to go to the cottage.
Hmm.
They will not be able to confess their love to each other like properly because they have not seen that kind of representation before.
Hmm.
But because of them seeing that,
Hmm.
Ilya was like, fuck it, let's do this because
It's like
this is a
the moment
possibility.
when you finally get permission to be yourself is so
Yes,
freeing.
so free,
And that's what we saw.
so
And
free.
for that to have been like the biggest problem in Skip's relationship was not that we love each other. It's the fact that all of these outside factors is why we
Yes,
can't be together. And then we started seeing that more as Shane and Ilya opened up with each other, that it's the outside factors as well as how we communicate that has been preventing us from being together.
yes,
But this man right here, who we know and love, who is an icon in the game, who is a legend in this game, came out in this such public and amazing way. And I would even say selfless, because as much as it was about him, it still became something else because of how history making that moment is.
yes.
So him being so selfless and selfish enough to let his love be shown, let his love be public, let his love be broadcast to the world, that allowed these two to say, I can do the same. You know
Yeah,
what? We're gonna start today. Like,
that was everything.
I was a
Everything.
five. Amazing. And that's why I think it's the best episode out of the
It
season.
is. It's the episode of this season,
Hmm.
and I don't care. It was, and one thing I noticed, I feel like all the episodes that were so good to me were the
Hmm.
ones that didn't really have lots of raunching and sex scenes. Because I'm
Hmm.
very big on dialogue, and I just love romance.
Hmm.
I'm not saying sex is romantic, it is,
Yeah.
but give me more of the dialogue, give me more of the story.
Yeah.
And these episodes are always short. It's 50 minutes long, but it's actually not 50 minutes long. You understand
Hmm.
what I mean?
Hmm.
So this episode was the best because it didn't have any like sex scenes. It was just very important. And
Yeah.
for the first time, Ilya finally said, I love you. Like he has said it before, but not really. Just
Hmm.
them mentioning their name is it's a way of saying how much they love each other.
Hmm.
But he never uttered the word I love you. So
Are
this was
you
the
saying in episode five?
yeah, in episode five,
Yeah, when
yes.
he said it in Russian still.
Yes. This
Yeah.
was the first time we heard him saying I love you,
Hmm.
but in Russian.
Hmm. And the
And
fact that he was the first, we never heard Shane say that. They always
yes,
allude to it, but
yes.
he vocalized it like you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Shane obviously loved him, but he never
Hmm.
said it. Because he didn't really want to I don't know. He just never said it. But
Mm-hmm.
for the first time, it was Ilya that said it first. And I'm not saying Ilya loved Shane more than Shane loved Ilya. They love
No.
each other
Mm-hmm.
well,
Mm-hmm.
equally.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like Ilya loved Shane more. I don't know. I don't know. They love each other equally.
I just
Yes.
think that because Ilya, he is so used to going after what he wants
Yes.
and hockey and relationship hookups, he,
Yes.
although he's afraid of his emotions, he's not afraid of putting himself out there. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's why he was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode was like just the best. And then we went on to episode 6, the finale.
Episode 6.
It
We
was
opened
wholesome.
up with Scott, thanking everyone for the outpouring of support and messages, and he finally realizes how important that moment was.
Yeah.
That even though he was terrified to do it, he realized that, maybe sometimes I don't have to be so terrified about being myself. Maybe it is okay to let people see who I am and not be so concerned about how they receive me because I'm being my authentic self.
Yes.
So that was that. Let's move on because I don't want to cry again. We get to the cottage
We're in the
and
cottage finally.
we're like,
Finally.
ugh, it took so long to
It
get
took so
here.
long. Even when we were going to the cottage, Shane asked Ilya, "Did anyone see you like in the
Hmm.
in the airport or whatever?" And yeah, because obviously not that they're scared, but like it's
It's
still
still that in the back of their
yeah, it's
mind.
still in the back of their mind. And they go to the cottage, and the cottage is so stunning, beautiful. Even Ilya had to give Shane his flowers.
The
But like
houses in this show,
stunning.
when Ilya kept making fun of Shane for like his love of houses and interior and stuff, I was like, that's me though. I love houses so
I
much.
love houses.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it. And
I
every time
love
Shane would
it.
talk about it, I'd be like, yes, get those
Mhm.
details. I want to know. I was so mad that we didn't get a house tour because I wanted one so badly.
But the,
We got no house tour of anybody's house. Those
none.
stunning modern
And
houses.
the
Like,
view for all the houses so stunning.
oh, that lake, gorgeous.
Oh,
Beautiful. I can't believe how beautiful Canada is. I need to go there someday.
it depends. Okay, Montreal.
Beautiful.
Montreal is so beautiful. It's
Hmm.
Toronto is not beautiful.
It's not.
It's not, but Montreal is so beautiful.
Hmm.
Vancouver is so beautiful.
Oh, I need to
Pretty much
go.
all the cities that they showed in Heated Rivalry, Ottawa, Montreal,
Hmm.
Vancouver, beautiful.
Just the
Toronto,
nature. Oh.
yeah, just the nature.
No, you said no views in the six, huh?
Nope, none, none, none. It's trash.
Mm.
But yeah, so they'll go to the cottage and then they're making out, and
Hmm.
then Ilya said he hasn't made out in 2 months. No, Shane. Shane said he hasn't made out in like 2 months.
Hmm.
So he
Well, they
might,
haven't slept together in two
yeah,
months. There
they haven't
was
slept.
no. Hmm.
Yes. Then Ilya said same. Then Shane was like, same?
He was like,
Like,
really?
really?
He was so
Nobody else
happy.
was so happy.
Yeah, because it means that like you like can commit to me. You actually
Yes.
love me. Like you want to
Yes.
be with me. That's exactly what that meant. It's like after Ilya was
So
able to admit
sweet.
how much Shane means to him, even though it was in
Yeah.
Russian and Shane didn't understand, he said, yeah, I'm gonna commit to my man. Like
Hmm.
after that, he said, no, this is it.
This
This
is
is it.
it.
I'm done. I'm ready.
It was so cute. And then they went to the room, and
Hmm.
this was something I really noticed. When Shane, I keep on calling each other's names.
Hmm.
But yeah, when Shane wanted to put down the curtains, the
Yeah, yeah,
drawer,
yeah.
yeah, and then Ilya
And he was like, no.
was nope,
He
leave it
said
up.
nope. He said nope again.
Nope.
Nope.
And it just felt like the difference between where they are right now and
You were
episode
saying that. You
one.
were saying that in your reaction.
Yes,
You were like the sunshine
the
when from the
sunshine.
episode one, how it was so
Yes.
dark and how
But now it's so
it shows
bright.
like yes, 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 yes. You were like, "Am I being right? Am I reaching?" I was like, "No."
I thought I
I
was
wanted to yell
reaching
at
because it
you.
just felt
I was
like
like, "No, you're right. That's like the whole point." Yes, yes, yes.
it
Sometimes
was
I
so
don't notice stuff like
beautiful.
that, like cinema stuff, like
Yeah,
cinema, music, the score. I don't
yeah.
really pay attention to any of that. I'm more of
So
like a
I always pay
human
attention.
interaction
Yeah, and
person.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I always pay attention because obviously I'm a filmmaker and I pay
Oh,
attention to this
really?
thing. Oh yes,
Oh my
definitely.
God. Oh my
But I'm gonna do
God.
I'm more of like a horror filmmaker. But yeah, I want to be a filmmaker so bad. So
Oh,
I don't know how I put one and two together.
manifesting. Hello,
Manifesting bad,
manifesting.
yes.
Yes.
So it just felt like this is the point in which, and I was so happy to see it because,
Hmm.
and this is why like this episode really made me very, very emotional because it's like, look how far we have come, and
Yes.
it was, and
Like
they're
the
just so confident.
symbolism,
Yeah,
the
the symbolism,
metaphors. Yes, yes, yes,
yes,
yes.
it
No,
was
you
just
were
so
so right.
amazing to
Yeah.
witness.
Hmm.
And then they're just so happy, and I can't really remember how
Joking and
joking.
excited and like laughy. And then Shane was able to go back to his favorite place in the whole wide world, which is like on his
Yes.
knees, where he's home at. Like that's where he feels the most
Yes.
himself. Yeah, he was able to do
Yes.
that. And like
You're right.
the freak in me was like, I really want to see y'all do something up against those windows because I've been waiting for it since Vegas with all those windows. I've been waiting for it. But they said we're gonna keep it cute. And they kept it real cute.
Yeah. And then they went outside and
Shane was cooking
Ilya kept on,
burgers.
he was cooking burgers. And then Ilya just kept on, Ilya asked him about like his family,
Mm-mm.
his mom, his dad, and
They were
everything.
so affectionate, like always
Very
touching each
affectionate.
other. They were just
Yes.
free. And they wanted
Yeah.
to learn more. Oh, and then on the bed, we forgot to say when Shane was like, "Can we make a deal? Let's just be open." And Ilya
Yes.
was like, "Okay,
Yes, that
yeah,
was so important. Let's
yeah."
just be open throughout this weekend
Hmm.
and be honest and vulnerable. And then Ilya has come so far. Like I was so happy seeing him, put down his curtains and let his emotions out throughout
Hmm.
this episode. It was so good to witness. So he
We
asked
saw
him,
it with Shane in episode 5, and episode 6 was his turn. And I
yes,
love that.
I loved it. Then when he said, he knows I know your mom is Japanese. That's
Hmm.
where you get your beauty from. And your dad, that's where you get your boring from.
Uh-huh. Can
I
we talk about him? We're like 3 hours into the video and we haven't talked about Ilya calling Shane boring all the time. I feel like the reason he calls Shane boring is his joking way of saying that he is calm. He brings him calmness. He brings him
yes,
like serenity and he can just be himself because his
yes,
life, even though, he grew up in a place that was so like stoic and stern,
yeah,
you're still stifling yourself, right? You can't be your happy self. When we see how happy and giddy Ilya can be, and so I think when he calls Shane boring, he's saying, "Oh, I can be myself with you. I can be
yes,
who I am truly with your
yes.
boring ass." And that's what he means. He's not calling him boring. He's just substituting that word. So whenever you hear him say, "Oh, you're boring," that just means you're calm. You're my safe space, pretty
Yeah,
much. That's
that's
what
what it
I interpret it
means.
as. Yeah.
Oh no, you're definitely correct. Like
Hmm.
I kept on saying it's boring. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit boring, but also like you said, he's his safe space. He's always calm around
Hmm.
Shane. You're completely correct. Yeah.
Hmm. See,
And I
that's what
also feel
that's
like
what
him
I'm better
saying,
at. I'm better at like getting
yeah,
into the
the
characters and
character,
stuff.
yes,
Like that's
you're
where I
right.
shine. I'm like,
Yep.
ooh, I just want to know the nitty-gritty about you. Like I want to talk about it. So
Yes.
thank you for letting me yap about that this whole time. Because
Oh
like
yeah, you're
I
completely
couldn't
correct.
do it in my reactions because most
Yeah.
of the time there's dick and balls in our face. Like, come on. It's like, how am I supposed to talk about this with all that is in my face?
And he
I
kept on saying, he kept on saying, "Hey, you're boring now." I'm like, okay, if it's that boring, why you always with him?
He has
You
kept you
understand?
entertained for this many years. You want
Yes.
me to believe that he's boring? So that's when it
Like,
clicked
come
for
on.
me that oh, he doesn't mean boring. He just means calm. Or
Calm.
that's all he means.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were talking and then what else happened while they were sitting?
Okay, so he got to like the night time, then he told him about his mother, how
Yes.
she was depressed and she unalived herself.
The use of the word accident. That got me
Yeah.
so bad. But people were saying that in the book, it was Ilya's father who drilled it into him that his mom's suicide was an accident instead of her deliberately doing it because she was unhappy. So that's where the word
Mm.
accident comes from. And this is like the first time to Shane that he admitted that his mom took her own life. So it was a major moment in that way. But when he used the word accident, I said, "Oh, I'm done. I
Damn.
can't." Is that the same moment where you started crying? Because there is one moment where you're like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh no, the moment I started crying was from it was from when the mother found out that like Shane is gay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so it's
whole,
later on, it's
yes,
later
this
on.
later on. What did happen? Okay, then he told when they were inside, their feet touch each other's feet, and then um he said he has to get married to Savlana
Yeah, for the citizenship.
for
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
citizenship, and
Oh,
then
and then he was contemplating playing for Canada because
yes,
he wasn't going to renew his contract with Boston. Yeah, yes, yes.
yes, and then Shane got so jealous, like his his eyes were teary. He was like, "Don't do it!" Like, ah,
And I'm so happy that basically this scene was like a do-over to what was going on at Ilya's house on that sofa. Like there were so many
yeah,
parallel moments to where,
yes,
okay, they got this wrong. Let's repeat this moment, but let's let them get it
let's make it
right.
right.
And that was
Yes,
one of those moments, and I love it. Oh, and they also did that. Um, they got the calling each other by the first names wrong, but then in
yes,
episode 5 they got it right
we got it
after they
right.
at the
And
hotel
it's,
scene,
yes,
and they
let's
said
say
goodbye,
goodbye,
Shane. Yes, yes,
Shane.
yes. So
Goodbye,
they got it.
Ilya.
Yeah, so it was like
Ah,
a
this is
clean
so good.
slate. Yes. So there's like
This
so
show
many
is so good.
parallels and like the
Yeah,
foreshadowing is so good. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, the writing is simple or boring or whatever." But I think good
yeah,
writing is when the audience can see the parallels and they can see the
yes,
foreshadowing and then there's a payoff. So the way that like it's so cyclical, I would say the writing is, and I think that's why
yes.
it's so brilliant and so genius. So that moment on the sofa at the cottage was the do-over moment for Ilya to be like, "Yes, I've been sleeping with women, all these 60 women. You know how I get down, Shane. But all I want is you. I have an
You.
affliction.
And
My
he said, I have a
affliction is
problem. He said that was
all
his
I can talk.
problem.
Yes. All I
Yes.
can think about is this
It's
boring, slow
boring
hockey player
with
with
freckles.
freckles."
Yes. He now said, Shane now said, do you want the problem to go?
Oh,
And then Ilya was like, no, I don't want the
never.
problem to ever go. Oh,
I never ever want the problem to ever go away. He made sure to get those evers in. He said never, ever, 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 ever.
I don't
Ugh.
know if real love like this exists. I mean, it's just a movie, but like,
Mm.
does love exist like this? But anyway, yeah. And then
I hope it
Shane, I hope it
does.
does.
Have I
Well, I need
experienced
that kind of
it?
love.
No. But like, I hope it
I
does.
hope. I hope.
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, what else happened? I'm not about to
So
worry about
anyway,
my yeah.
so
Like forget my love life. This is not
and
about
then
me.
exactly, and then Shane was up all night thinking about his man's, trying to figure
Yes.
out something,
Mm-hmm.
and then he came up with a solution. That was when Ilya was like crying and said, "Fuck, I love you." Like finally,
Yeah.
he had said it, but not really,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Shane didn't understand what he was saying.
And
He
I
just said,
love so much that when Ilya turned his face, Shane was like, "No, you don't have to hide
"You have to
yourself.
hide
You
yourself."
can cry." And then that's
Mhm.
when he was like, let me tell him. Or he
Okay,
was gonna say it and
this was when I started crying. Yeah, this was when I started crying.
ah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it got
Because
me
I was
so
like,
good.
fuck.
Cause like the
Yes.
build up and the and like you could tell that Ilya just wanted to say because he already said it, right? So it's like, this is my moment to properly tell him that I love him. And he
Yeah.
took it. And when he was kissing on him in Russian, I was literally screaming at him in my head. I was like, please say it in English, please say it in English. Like, you have to, you have to. And then again, it slipped out like how Shane slipped out the first time that I love you in English. And then he paused and he was like, oh, I mean, wait.
Wait. Yes, 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 yes.
And then Shane was like, oh my God, I love you too. And then like all the tension in Ilya's body just dissipated and he was like,
Disappeared.
oh.
Like,
He said, thank God. And then they both had this moment of like collective catharsis. Like we both love each other. We've both been feeling it this whole time. And we could finally admit it. And when Shane was like, does it terrify you? And Ilya said, not anymore.
oh.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it just like they just had this so just wholesome. Then Shane bringing the cover, the duvet to
Mm-hmm.
cover Ilya outside. And then
Oh, that moment
and
was just like, we did it. We did it, Joe.
we did it,
We
Joe.
did
We did
it. Like
it.
you just have to sit there. He got a cigarette. He said, whew. We finally did it.
Finally.
Finally. That was so beautiful. I said it in my reaction, but I actually cut it out for some strange reason. But I said if the episode ended here, it would have been perfect. But the fact
Yeah.
that we got Shane coming out to his parents as well, such a beautiful thing to end up
And then
on.
also something I also noticed when when they were in the inside the lake, the water, and then Ilya told Shane, give me a kiss. It just felt like yes, because you know when episode two,
Mhm.
when Shane was like, we didn't even kiss. So it's just like look how far we have come.
You're
Like look
so
how far we
right.
have come. Like
Oh my
fuck.
God. Wait.
I was like,
You're so right.
fuck.
Oh my
This
God.
episode was
Like I said, the writing, it references old stuff, and like you
yes,
really have to be clued in. And we were
glued in.
to see it. Oh my God. You're so
You have to be
right.
glued in.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're so right. You're so
And
right.
we're
You're so
going back in,
right.
as we're going back inside, the
Yes.
father saw
The father.
everything.
I jumped so badly. Okay, real quick. The dad who plays Shane's father, he was in a horror movie, a slasher movie called The Stepfather, like in 2009. I
Hmm.
don't even know if people know about it.
Oh, I don't know
But
about
he
it.
he was he basically killed families that he was the stepfather of. Like he would marry into a family and then kill them. And so this whole movie was Penn Badgley was in it too. And
Yeah,
it was everyone trying to get away from the daddy and like this whole like action sequence where he was trying to like chop people up and everything. So
yeah.
every time I see him, I'm reminded of that movie and like how terrifying he was in that movie. So then there's like horror movie element of him just standing there
70
in
days.
the window. That is why I jumped. People are like, "Oh my God, girl, like what was that jump scare?" Like when I tell you I jumped. And that is why, because I remember him playing a character
That is so
that was trying to
funny.
kill people. It
Oh my
brought me
God.
back. Like it was a residual jump.
PTSD.
Yes. I was like, "Oh my God." And then that man, he had to leave. He said, "I gotta
He
go."
left. He left
You should.
immediately.
I should have called first. Oh, I did call first, actually. And your
Mhm.
phone was ringing off the hook all day, and you've been ignoring me. So I just showed up because I'm 10 minutes down the road. And the way they kept foreshadowing it that the parents were there and that they could possibly show up was so funny. And then when he actually did, I was like, oh shit. You've
Oh
been trying to
shit.
warn me, but I wasn't picking up on the warnings.
That was crazy. And then
Ah,
the Shane was obviously like worried and scared.
he
Like,
said
oh my
terrified.
God,
This is his worst
was
nightmare.
nightmare. And then Ilya said, maybe it's time to wake up. Like,
Yes,
for how
I
long you people
loved
having
that
a
moment.
nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, so wake up. I can follow you if you want.
Mhm.
And he did.
He was being so supportive, Ilya
He
was. I love to
was.
see that side of him because it just shows how good of a partner he
Yeah.
can be to Shane. Because we saw that with Shane, how he told him you can lean on me, like with when his dad passed and everything. But
Yes.
now it was Ilya's turn with this, and I just love how we get to see those moments of both of them being able to lean on each other. And then we
Yeah.
got to the parents' house.
House. And the father didn't even tell the mother
No,
immediately.
okay, so that's what you picked up on too, right? Because some people were like,
Yes.
obviously he told his wife, but I was like, I
Oh
don't think
no,
he did.
no, he didn't. That's why he said Shane. I think Shane said I can't remember what Shane said,
Hmm.
and mother was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, what's
That's
going
that.
on? Yeah.
And that's that. Oh, that I'm gay.
Hmm.
Meaning he never told the mother. He
Hmm.
just kept it to himself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then when she said Shane was like this is
This is
Ilya.
Ilya.
Ilya was like, "Oh, I love us."
First, she was like, hi.
Hi.
I was like, Ilya, you can't say anything other
He
than
said, "We're
hi.
lovers. We're lovers is crazy." Man,
I
I thought
didn't
you
know that
hated
people
him.
didn't like the word lovers because even in my reaction video, I said the word lovers before we got to
Yeah.
that part, and I was like, oh
Because
shit.
lovers is so no,
I thought
it's
lovers was cute. Like we're lovers. My
I mean
paramour. The light of my
no.
life. Like lovers. Lovers is very chic. Come on. You don't think it's chic?
True, true,
Like it's
true.
very chic. And I feel like they
But
took it.
lovers sounds like it is not serious. Like we're lovers. Like yo, I just fucking if that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's what the parents
That's
took it as
yeah,
well. And also like the period context of that, like lovers
yes,
wasn't we kind of just repackaged it as lovers means like two people who are loved, like partner. But
yeah,
like back then in like 2016, we are still trying to get into
yeah,
the lovers of it all.
yeah.
And then what did they do? Oh, they sat down.
They sat down.
Ilya
Oh
was
my
fucking up that
gosh.
spaghetti.
He was eating this shit good. He was eating. This Shane was having a whole panic attack. Like,
Oh,
but Ilya was just eating because I
he
never had a
said this
home.
food right here.
It felt like I never had a homemade food before.
Yes, it's been years and also
A
one point I
long
wanted to point out
time.
was that with Shane and Ilya, Ilya is finally getting that parental figures from Shane's parents.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then also with Scott, he's getting that parental figure with Kip and his dad. So it's like
Oh,
they're both two orphans, who
yeah.
haven't really had that parental love, and they're
No, that
getting it
makes
from their partners.
sense.
So I thought that
Oh,
was really
that's so
beautiful.
sweet.
Hmm.
Okay, then the mother goes outside. This scene, this was when I lost it completely because I feel
Hmm.
like this scene is what many people can relate to.
Yeah.
So Shane goes outside with his mom and he started apologizing. He starts apologizing to his mom. Then he said he tried.
Yeah. Hmm. Feel it.
I want to,
Hmm.
it's not going to happen, no. He just said, I tried. And because we
Yeah.
watch him actually try, he did not want that to be like, he tried. That's why he dated like Rose. He said, I don't want you to think that I did not try. I tried, but this is actually like who I am. And
Hmm.
he's sorry. He kept on saying, I'm sorry. And the mother was like, no, you don't need to apologize. Like, the mother said she's the one that has to apologize if he feels like he did not have like if she made it feel like she wasn't like a safe space for him
Hmm.
to tell her about it. And she apologized. I kept on crying. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this.
Hmm.
I'm not doing this because it's so hard for you to find. And I remember somebody commenting, someone left a comment under my post,
Hmm.
and she said that yeah, it is very hard to have a parent or parents who understands queer kids like this.
Hmm.
That she's from a Nigerian household,
Hmm.
and she's blessed to have when she came out to her parents were so understanding.
Hmm.
And that is something to not just a Nigerian thing, it's a black thing.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very hard to find a black family who would
Hmm.
accept you of your queer LGBT lifestyle. Like it's
Yes.
not just a black. If I want to say like it's an immigrant and everything, people of color thing, but
Hmm.
specifically I'm talking from like black point
Hmm.
of view
I get what you're saying. I
because
get what you're
you
saying.
understand what I'm
Like it's a
saying?
universal experience, right? But it
Yes,
hits different a little bit more with
with
immigrant parents or parents
immigrant
who are from different
parents,
countries. They have different
exactly.
customs,
Yes,
different everything.
especially black parents that are very like
Hmm.
strict, and that's why. Okay, we'll talk about this like after because people keep on asking like if Heated Rivalry was like a black show, would it
Hmm.
be this successful? We can talk about it after. But yeah, that whole scene really like got to me, and they hugged
Hmm.
it out, and the mother went straight to business. Okay, how do we start to create Jenna? How do we
She said,
monetize off
okay, enough
this?
of this shit. I have a
Enough,
ship to run. Honey, I already
enough.
know how I can market y'all. Are you kidding me? You just
Like,
handed me
mm-hmm.
$1 billion relationship in my
Yes.
lap, and you expect me not to come up with a plan. I said, get it, mom. I said, I need you to manage me.
Manage
You
me
got him
immediately.
Rolex and Reebok in the
Reebok,
first year.
come
His
on.
rookie, wait, maybe it
Rookie
wasn't his rookie
season.
year.
Was it
He
rookie
got the
season?
Reebok in the rookie season, but then I think the Rolex maybe came in year one.
No, his mother, Yuna is her.
I love
She's
her.
the best manager, like the best.
And like mother like son, and like son like mother. He was up all
Yes.
night contemplating, how can I get my man to
Mm-hmm.
Canada? How can we work this out? And Miss Una, she didn't even take that long. She said, I don't need a nap. I
I
don't need to take
don't.
the night. You give me 5 minutes, you get my notebook, and we're about to get this together.
Exactly.
I love her for that.
And then Shane was having like a whole panic attack.
Yeah.
And then Ilya said, what why are you so worried?
Yeah.
Like you have people that love you here and you
Hmm.
have your boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Right, 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 right. Don't want to cry. Let's go back to Miss Una for a second. Um, Miss Una, she was like in her business mindset, but when as soon as Shane was like, I can't do this right now, mom, like I can't think about it. I don't like no. She's like, okay, okay, and she backed off. And that's
Yes.
why I always say that she is not overbearing at all.
No, she's
Like
not.
she
Far from
knows
it.
when to be a manager. She knows when to have
Yes.
that business mindset, but she also knows when to be a
To be a
mother,
mother.
right?
Yes.
And then she knows how to be
Yes.
capital M mother, right?
Yes.
So I love that point. But yeah, back to boyfriends.
Yeah, boyfriends.
Boyfriends. And
He
then
said,
Shane,
boyfriend. He said, I know what we are. I was like, fuck.
I was like, this, it was so funny that it was happening in front of the parents because that's obviously like such a private moment and like private thing for them to come to a realization that we're gonna put a label on it. We've been unlabeled for how many, almost a
Yeah.
decade here. Let's put a label on it. And boyfriends, and the way that was able to calm Shane down. And Ilya was like, yeah, I think so. And then they shared a little kiss, and it was so special for the
And
parents
and I
to
love
see
that the
that.
yes, and I love that the parents were really like the parents asked them like, "What's the plan? Like,
Hmm.
is it that you have to wait for years and you know before you decide to come out?" They say, "Yeah, they'll wait." And mother was like, "That's quite sad or
Yeah.
anything."
Especially when she just saw Scott make
Scott,
history. And I knew
yes,
she saw dollar signs. Like she was
yeah.
gagged, but she said, "Oh, I need this. I can do something with this." But I
And
just
then
love how supportive they were, just
yeah,
in
they were very,
general, that
very
whole scene.
supportive. That whole scene. And then I think that was they entered the car.
Hmm.
The parents said they'll
I
come
loved
over.
how the mom and dad they kept saying, "Oh, since rookie year, since before that." Like they were
Before that,
just
yes,
they accepted Ilya so quickly because even
yes.
though like we were saying that rivalry and like the hate was always perpetuated by everyone but them.
But
And
there,
so the parents were so shocked to see Ilya. It's like we're fine with you being gay, obviously, but your rival?
hmm
Like Miss Yuna said, she said, "You never let him win, right?"
yes, he said
She
no.
was like, "I can accept my son being gay, but I draw the line
Like
at you letting this man win."
yeah, exactly.
And she
And
had to
then
get that real clear.
he said, do you ever allow dad
Dad winning
win
cards.
cards? He said
Hmm.
she'd rather die. So yeah,
So
yeah,
dramatic.
so dramatic.
But like I said, like mother like son. And then they got into the car and rode off into the sunset, and we actually got our happy ever after, where they rode off into
And
the sunset.
the score that played, everything was so perfect.
Ugh,
And
this
just like
show was
this,
perfect.
oh, it was.
You see, it got us talking for almost 4 hours.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
The difference between this episode, the finale, and the first is crazy because the first episode was very like dark. This
Yes.
was bright and it just showed
So
like
happy.
who they really are now.
Hmm.
They've come to terms with loving each other.
Hmm.
It was just amazing.
And I love how much that like the line of Elena saying you both deserve sunshine, how it was like the crux of the
Yes,
series because we see how we eventually just get sunnier and sunnier as the
yes.
relationship continues and develops, like you've been saying. So just like that moment to be like everyone deserves sunshine and for everyone to finally get that in episode 6,
Perfect.
amazing. So
Oh, so
beautiful.
good. So that was Heated Rivalry. I really enjoyed it. And
After
I am
all that yapping,
exhausted.
that was
Oh,
heated rivalry.
that was Heated Rivalry.
That's, just this cute little short little series that we all spent
Oh
five
my
weeks obsessing
God.
over. That was heated rivalry.
The one thing I would say before we end the video, because I want to know, I mean, overall, like your thoughts on
Hmm.
the show. I really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
One thing I would say is that I love the fact that Heated Rivalry was released weekly.
Yes.
Because if it was released under Netflix, I promise you, it will not get this hype it has.
Mm-mm.
Netflix will cancel it quickly. Just within just within a week, I watched Netflix cancel two quest shows,
Hmm.
Boots and I think Olympians.
Olympio. I
Yeah,
loved I
Olympio.
didn't tune into Boots, but I watched Olympio. It was so good. If
I
you
didn't
liked
tune into anyone
Elite,
either because I don't.
it
I
was the
love
same thing.
Elites. Ooh,
Oh,
Elite
so
was
good. The
peak.
first 3 seasons,
The
so
first two
special.
seasons, especially season three,
So special.
special. It
Why do
was
we
peak.
watch the same things? Honestly,
Why?
honestly, we could sit here and have a little podcast or
I'm
something. Like,
telling you.
what? Just talking about all the things that we
Oh,
we
I'm
need to
telling
limit
you.
ourselves though to the
Yes.
topics, like an
Because
hour at a time, maybe.
I didn't expect it to be almost 4 hours long. Like
I
freak.
didn't even, I didn't even realize the time. Like I thought I don't know what time I thought it was, but I didn't realize we've been talking for this much. So, oh my
Same here.
God.
But I was just saying that I really love the fact that they release it weekly because I watched the fandom grow over time. You know, the
Yes.
first two episodes, yeah, it was released,
Mm-hmm.
and I started watching like the hype build up from episode three.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hype really, really built up because
Mm-hmm.
people were waiting for the next episode, and people were looking for other people to talk about this with. talk
Yes.
about the show
The
weight,
community.
the community,
So kind, so sweet, so amazing, so engaging, so like
engaging.
everyone just wants to talk to each other and like laugh and giggle and have fun. And that's
Yeah,
it brought so many people together. Like I don't know if you watched Love Island this summer. Well, you said you don't really watch
no,
um,
yeah,
um, um, dating shows, but the way that that show brought people together reminded me of this because they're doing watch parties at bars and stuff.
yes,
Like, how the hell are you watching
that's
Heated
crazy.
Rivalry at a bar?
That is
Like,
crazy.
okay, but the girls are doing it and everyone, it was like, it's so beautiful to see like a phenomenon like this because it shows how much people want to connect and how we just need to lead with love. Like, oh my God, we need to
True.
lead with art, our interests, because we all want to connect in that way. So, like you were saying, that 5 week period was we were able to build that up and we were able to come together and talk and everything.
Yes. And I just remember people tweeting like someone said this though. Someone said it's very shocking how they can see so many like black people, especially like black women tune into Heated Rivalry,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that if there was a black show like
Mm-hmm.
this, it won't be so successful. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't even think it has to do with black, because they said black women would not tune into it. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Because the same caliber of black women who support Heated Rivalry are the same ones who support Pose. They
Mm-hmm.
support Moonlight.
Don't
Like,
talk to me
come on,
about oh my
do you know what I'm
pose,
saying?
my
Do
girls.
you get what I'm
I was
saying?
so Dominique. I've seen her who played Electra. I've
Electra. Oh, we
watched
love
her
Electra.
on like another modeling show or something. I was so excited to see her because she needs her moment. That face card, the
That
way she's
face
always
card.
in Mugler. Oh, I wish that we still saw her. Like you don't understand how like
The
ugh
true mother.
yes.
Mother.
But like you were saying, it's the same audience. Like
Yeah, the
there's
same
gonna be that
audience.
audience that support
Yes.
queer shows and stuff. So
Yes.
yeah.
That's why, yeah,
I'm the
obviously.
embodiment of that. Hello. You see, I've been going
Exactly.
step by step with you. I know every single show.
You
Like,
see?
there is an
So,
audience for
yeah, there's
that.
an audience for that. But also, yeah, I get that, obviously, race plays a huge factor. Like,
Yeah, there's a flip
I'm not,
side to that as well.
yeah, especially like in the queer community, like,
Hmm.
because most of the queer shows that are being produced, at least every year we get to see a queer show, but it's mostly
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
white.
Hmm.
Race plays a huge factor. And let's never get into the fact that we don't get enough lesbian shows. Not to talk about like black lesbian shows. We
Where are my
don't,
girls? And
and we don't.
they're always hidden behind like a topic that they think a brighter audience would be interested in
Yes.
because we got that one show. It was I don't remember what it was called. I don't think it was on Netflix. I think it was on Prime Video, but it was like a softball show. I forgot
Yeah.
what it is called, but I watched that got canceled. There's
Damn.
another show that I watched. It's called Lioness, and that one's it's like it's kind of military propaganda, but that had a lesbian relationship in it. You would never know that, right? Because they don't
Yeah.
market it as that, but it gets hidden as certain things. Even First Kill on
Yeah.
Netflix,
Netflix.
that got canceled for no
Yeah.
reason other than the fact that the executives didn't think that people liked it. But it was more popular at the time than Heart that season of
Then
Heartstopper.
Heartstopper.
So
Yes.
I'm like, people want these stories. There's an audience for the stories. It's just the people who are in charge, like you said, demographics come into play, prejudice comes into play. So
Yes.
I think it's because it was on, what is it called? A platform
Netflix
like
platform.
Crave.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be handled a little bit differently because they believed in it. First, you
Yes.
have to have people believe in the full vision because they were saying when they were pitching it to other, I know you gotta go. I'm sorry. When they were pitching it to other platforms, they wanted them to tone down like all the sex scenes and everything. But Crave wanted them in its entirety. So it's like we need these higher ups, the business execs, to actually believe in these stories in order to get them. That's the problem.
Yes. You're completely correct. I enjoyed Heated Rivalry. It's definitely one of my favorite shows I watched this year. It was amazing. It was groundbreaking, and
I hope we get more. I
yeah,
hope it opens doors. I think that's the conclusion
yes.
of that conversation. I hope
Yeah,
it opens
I hope we
doors.
get more, and I hope we get to see like more like diversity. It was really
Hmm.
good to see like an Asian guy,
Hmm.
Shane, being like a lead in the TV show. So I hope we get to see more diverse
Hmm.
shows like Heated, right? I hope we get to see more Heated Rivalry shows, but with
Hmm.
more diversity.
Yes.
That's what I
Because
hope we
it's
get
like
to see.
you kind of first, it's sad to say, but you kind of first have to get in the door with a certain look,
Yes,
but then you need to break
yes,
down that door with more diversity. And that's just the
yes,
life that we live, right? That's the world that we're in.
yes. Yeah,
First, we need to get the foot in the door and then do it, right?
then do it. Yeah.
So yeah.
Ah, this was fun. I had a blast.
Yes. Oh,
And
those are our final thoughts, right?
yeah, because I mean, what are your thoughts on the show?
Like, I think you summed it up perfectly. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved talking to you about it. Like I
I
was saying,
did. I love
this is
talking
our
to you about
first
it
time
too.
meeting and we just yap each other's
Yes,
ears off. Like, oh my goodness. Like,
that is
wow.
crazy.
It feels like we know each other. So that's funny. We need to do this more often, actually,
Yeah,
and
we
include more
should.
people. We
Yes,
should. Because
we
at the beginning
should.
of the year, I wanted to do something like this. But like I said, I never put myself out there to do it. I even came up with like a whole cute name for like a podcast. It was
That
going to
would be
be
so
a play
cute.
on between friends, but with Brie, like
Yeah.
between friends, you know? So like we could talk
And
between
there's
friends.
an audience of people that love to watch people not react, but talk about shows.
Yes. So we'll have to, do this again.
Yes, definitely.
We'll have to.
This was
Ooh,
so
you said
fun.
you're reacting to Bridgerton. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't
We have to.
know.
Do you watch Bridgerton?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Do I
we have
watch
to.
it?
We have to talk about,
Obsessed.
oh yes.
Hello?
Definitely. Definitely.
But that's
We
a
are
whole
going
other
to that.
video. I can't
Yes.
even divulge to you right now why I love it and everything because this is going to be even longer than it needs to be.
Yeah. So this
So,
was so fun and
yeah,
thank you so much for doing this and
you too.
yeah,
Well, this has been our heated rivalry. Heated rivalry recap, discussion, review. It's been
commentary.
fun. We have been obsessed for 5 weeks, and I feel like this is finally the conclusion on that.
Yes. Don't forget to like the video. Please like, subscribe,
To both of our
comment.
channels,
Yes, to both of our
please.
channels. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let's just interact with each other in the comment section below. 'Cause it really helps with the algorithm when we talk about
Hmm.
like when we chat in the comments.
Yeah.
And
And hype the
yeah,
video. I don't know
and
what that
hype the video.
does.
I
But
don't know
honey,
what it
it's
does.
free.
It's
So
free,
maybe just hype the
please.
video for it.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for watching.
And have a lovely new
New
year. Happy
year. Oh my God.
2026.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.